Avast ahoy and g'day once again to ye mateys! I be your seaworthy and buoyant host Josh the Pirate, and it brings me enough joy to be visible from space to welcome ye back to Corsair's Cove and Mano a Mano. With me I have my lovely DM, the mother of bunnies, Karen. Who the absolute heck are you?
Oh, yes, I am. As aforementioned, the mother of bunnies. Several bunnies, multiple bunnies, many bunnies. I'm a performer, a writer. You can find me here on Corsair's Cove. I'm doing fun D&D stuff. You can also listen to my dulcet tones on the D&D podcast, There Be Dragons. Link is in chat.
Yes, it is. And Mesdames et Messieurs, Dames und Herren and beings of indeterminate gender and persuasion, I be Josh the Pirate. You can find me here on my channel, Corsair's Cove, which I run with my lovely lady wife, where we play D&D quite a lot. We are a story-focused, no-rush D&D channel, with a few other bits and pieces that we do, like my Tactics Tuesday, which we've just started doing, where we take another RPG system and sort of break it down and work out how it all works, and look for any sort of positive benefits over 5e or other systems. Tomorrow we will be having Monster of the Week, and a guest, Castellan, will be joining us, which is very exciting. So Castellan and I will go through the system Monster of the Week. He is very passionate about it and really, really, really wants to run a one-shot with it. Welcome to all of our people in chat. Welcome Omi, welcome Spina. Dark Prince Travis, you have the unique honor of being our 300th follower. Thank you very much for the follow, you bloody champion, you. Also, if you like the majestic voice but you think I could stand to tone the face down a little bit, you could check me out in the There Be Dragons podcast as well, where I play the infamous and deadly pirate Scan Felspar. Yes, Bina, we are pretty excited, and of course you know what that means, Karen. It means that everybody gets inspiration, including me.
Oh.
So Beryl now has inspiration.
Good for her.
And Cash, so does Cash. Which is good, because she might need it to deal with how there's a load of people in a tar pit.
Yeah. That was the time.
It's been a thing, Omi. We're really kind of blown away by it. The last week has been fairly intensive growth-wise. So, yeah, a lot of hype, and yes, they are going to need it. And we have to apologize tonight. We were definitely, as in up until about 5 hours ago, we were going to have more Humblewood tonight. Unfortunately, AJ Winters cannot be with us, and she's sort of the point. So we decided to do this instead, which also works because it was going to be a bit of a push to make this happen on Wednesday. Karen may be playing video games on Wednesday instead. So you can come and join her doing that. She also has a full day's work ahead, but let's see. We'll see. So, Karen, what else do we need to talk about? Ukraine, I think, is something that would be valid to talk about.
We've been mentioning Ukraine a lot. Unfortunately, it's still nasty over there. Ukraine has been dealing with the invasion of a whole lot of unwelcome Russian guests. And like all unwanted house guests, they are leaving a bill in their wake. So if you have some spare dollars rattling around your digital wallet, you can head over to the Emergency Action Appeal, which is the link in chat, where they are raising money to help Ukrainian refugees with food, medical costs, shelter, all those important things you need when you're running away from a war zone. So if you can donate, please jump on over there. The Australian government has pledged $2 million. And last time I checked, they were pretty close to another 2 million. Let me have a sneaky look, actually. Oh, they've cracked 2 million in donations as well. So that means there's over $4 million that has been raised now by the Emergency Action Alliance. I do apologize. I'm saying appeal. I think it is an appeal.
They are the Emergency Action Alliance, and they are having the Emergency Action Appeal.
Action Appeal. Just to confuse me a tiny bit.
That's all right.
Yes. So you can, head on over and donate.
Awesome.
I think it was something obscene like 11 million refugees now.
That was the last time we checked. Yeah, it's probably
last
more
time
now.
we checked.
I must also remind our kind, generous, and possibly even charitable audience to please like, follow, and subscribe to all the things, you bloody champions. For 300 of you have already done so. Excellent job on all of that. We have all the socials. You can check us out on our Instagram and our Facebook. We'll keep you up to date with the things and when they're happening. Karen and I had a pretty busy week last week because we were all over the Twitch space. Karen was on GM's Workshop. I was on Phoenixy Wacky. We are sluts for D&D, and that's fine. You can also check out our fully updated YouTube, containing all the episodes you may have missed, if I spell it right.
Yes, that might help.
There you go.
YouTube.
Hey, Ardana, good to see you, my dear. How are you? And yes, you could even join us on our Discord, which works now. I'm good at this. So yes, we have all of those things, and the Twatter. We do have the Twatter. Karen uses the Twatter. I don't know. I don't like the Twatter. Karen uses it.
Twatter.
You use the Twatter too much. We also need to shout out.
I just can't help myself. I just have to twat, Josh.
Mm-hmm. And we also have to shout out Sirenscape for our music. It's a really handy service, and I've been using it for a couple of years now. It really adds to your games, and check them out at sirenscape.com. Ardana, no comment.
There will be no comments on my tweets.
Or otherwise.
Twittering.
Well, mateys, may you charm the local guards wherever you go and sell your dessert wines at a reasonable price as we head tremulously at first and then with mounting heat and passion to Telos. So, yeah, should I recap? I suppose I should, shouldn't I? Because it was...
a little wee
don't
recap.
touch the Twatter. So last week...
Wise, only. Very wise.
Last week, Beryl and her offsider Garrett were asked by the town council of Bottledown, or a couple of the council members on it, rather, to begin the job they inadvertently started by hunting down some people who were doing some smuggling, a smuggling ring, I suppose. They inadvertently uncovered it when they were just seeking shelter from a storm, and then they were like, well, seeing as you've started, would you mind finishing the job? We'll lend you a couple of capable archers or whatever to help out. And we were like, yeah, sure, why not? They offered a decent payment. I don't actually remember exactly how much money they offered, but they said, yeah, we'll pay you. And we were like, sounds great. So Gareth took a day off from his scribing, and we went up the river back to the place, lured them in, and set a trap for the smugglers with a couple of dudes, Yassen and Trinity. Yassen is a halfling, and
a stout halfling like Garrett.
And Trinity is a human woman, yeah, they both serve to be pretty useful so far. They were both a bit like, I don't really get it. You guys have got a bat. Like, we captured the sturge in the roof again, with the intention of throwing him onto the boat. We renamed the rat, Ratness. She's ready to go as well. Yeah, we sort of lured about half the crew to come in. They didn't want to. They were like, okay, bring out the stuff now. Was the message they sent us, and we were like, no, it's safe to come in, you should come in. But we didn't really have a very good way of communicating with them. But they got the message, and about half of them, as far as we can know, got off the ship and brought in a dinghy to come into the cavern where they're supposed to meet their friends. Beryl made an illusion of one of the hobgoblins, just waiting, just grumpily waiting for them. But they were pretty confident. They thought something might be up, but it did not do them very much good, and two of them fell asleep before they could even do anything. And it was a pretty decently well done ambush. The only problem was they did manage to shout, "Help, help!" And GM's Workshop is raiding with a party of 32!
Ooh,
GM's Workshop!
evening.
You bloody champion, you! Welcome! Raiders! Throw those favorite raider modes up in chat. What were you guys doing? It's a D&D night, I imagine.
Lots of delicious potatoes.
Loads of delicious potatoes. Karen recently had the immense pleasure of playing on GM's Workshop with Rackham himself. How was that for you, Karen?
We lost by 30 seconds. It's so sad. It was so close. It was a dungeon race, and yeah, We were so close. So close.
Well, Raiders, hopefully we can give you a little bit of a pick-me-up. Petiola, LeBoffin, Omi, Rovaljax, Rip Artist, thank you so much for joining us. Future Maniac, that's a very good Twitch handle as well. Thank you very much for joining us.
Not a maniac yet. You're working on it.
Future Maniac, yes. Currently normal person. Future Maniac. Thank you very much for the follow. You are our 301st follower. Congratulations on that. I don't know, is it an honor? Call it an honor. Why not?
Yeah.
Doc JJ, you were the 299th. Well done. Yeah, don't give subs during a race again.
Oh my gosh, so many subs. And then we should be happy.
Yeah, no, because it keeps stopping. It slows you down. Yeah.
Because it had having to do with the wild magic surges instead of not solving the puzzles.
I feel a bit bad then because I was unfortunately working. I wasn't able to watch either stream. Otherwise, I could have been slowing Phoenix down by.
Apparently, there was sabotage where people were going across the street.
Yeah.
And I appreciate the tactics, even if I don't appreciate losing. And thank you, Lizelle, for subscribing.
Yes, thank you for your subscription. 6 months. Good
wow.
on you, Lizelle. Thanks very much. So much love. Well, as we've already said, we were supposed to be doing Humblewood tonight. We promised. But AJ Winters of Winter's Tales fame, unfortunately, has a friend in hospital, and they're basically out on a mercy mission this evening. So we thought it would be a little unsporting of us to go ahead. So we're delaying by a week. You will get the story. It's called Of Cinders and Souls, and it will begin next month.
I made a really cool graphic, so it has to happen because I don't want to think I wasted my time on Canva.
James Workshop, you are very welcome, my friend. Thank you so much for
the
joining
raid.
us. Take care, Rackham, and we'll see you soon. Have a good day at work. Alrighty. Well, so yeah, we're about to. We've got the people we ambushed. They came into the cave. We ambushed them. They did manage to shout, "Look out! We're being attacked!" And then we fell upon them. 2 of them were knocked unconscious by a sleep spell. 2 more were shot dead. And a 5th, I want to say there was 5 of them.
Yes, there were 5.
5th was charmed.
Yes, and he's still with you.
And he is a friendly acquaintance of mine now. And he is doing me the immense favor of continuing to shout about how they're under attack and we're rowing back to the boat. Under the illusion of, we're getting away. We're fine. We're just getting away now. And there is actually the right number of beings in the boat. So that's basically where we're at. We're just about to get to the ship, the Sea Ghost, which is written along its bow. It is a 90-foot, one-masted schooner.
It is.
Single master. And that's what we're doing now. So I should probably cue up some ship fight.
Ship fight music? Well, it depends how you handle this necessary direction.
Oh, I intend to throw a bag full of bats.
Bag of bat, thank you.
Singular.
Bat. You only have
Single
one bat.
Ship battle, there we go.
Ship bat.
Alrighty. Yes.
Alrighty. We rejoin our party as they float in a small rowing boat in the dark waters of the river. Before them lies the Sea Ghost, a single-masted boat that looms impressively out of the water before you. On the main deck, you can see the outlines of 2 figures leaning against the rails, peering down into the darkness. As you peer up at the ship, you can make out some other figures on the deck, both at the forecastle and on the poop deck. God, I'm so
You are such a child. It's a real thing. Thanks for the sub, Omi. Good on you, mate.
Okay, why is it called the poop deck?
I don't. All right, let's go. Come on then.
Because I knew there were people on the poop deck, but
the poop.
I went to say it aloud, and
I have this nasty suspicion it's for a very logical reason. No, it is from a French word for stern, la poupe, which in Latin is pupus. Thus, the poop deck is technically a stern deck, in which sailing tips is usually elevated as the roof of the stern or after cabin, so it's known as the poop cabin. That's very funny. Le poop. L-A-P-O-U-P-E. La Poupe.
Le Peuple. So we can blame the French for my immature giggling.
Yes, it is
tonight.
the French's fault. Which, as an Englishman, good. Now you know, and knowing is half the battle.
Knowing
the
is
other
half
half
the
is
battle.
violence.
You guys can roll perception checks if you like to see if you could make out some more details
Definitely
of what
will.
you are seeing before you.
Perception. An 11 all up.
Ooh.
Would you like me to roll for Garrett?
Yeah.
Why don't you get someone in chat to roll for Garrett?
Yeah, would someone in chat like to pip in?
Exclamation mark perception, please.
I really shouldn't be allowed out in public sometimes. So basically,
No. Pepe Le Pope.
I would be the worst to start.
He is all about the ass.
I'm a grown adult. 15.
That's pretty good.
Ooh.
Plus, I think +1 from Garrett, so that's all right. Thank you, Omi. Or a 17 from Lizelle, if you're prepared to give that to one of the other watchmen of the crew.
Sure. Who would you like it to be? Trinity or
The human woman, or they're operating the dinghy. I would say the halfling is rowing. The Trinity, say.
Trinity.
She'd probably be steering. At the tiller. In the
Wow,
poop
she actually
of
has
the boat.
excellent perception. So.
Oh, good. Blame the French.
That goes.
Trinity, not Trin. Tren.
Trin.
Although that is what I thought too, Omi.
All right. So between those 3 perception checks, you discern the following. I'm just going to meld them together rather than
Just tell us, yeah.
what you see. This is what you see. There is a single figure on the forecastle of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
There are 2 in the main deck, and then there are 3 on Le Peuple deck.
Mm-hmm. Where are we heading towards? Are we aiming toward, like, is it side on to us?
Yes, it is side on to you. You are heading towards the main deck, and you can tell that is where they, like, kind of would bring,
Expecting us to come.
Like,
Well, there would be a net.
down on the deck there, but you can see there's room for another one. Where this
There would be a rope net sort of ladder.
Yes, there would be a rope ladder sort of situation, so you can climb up into the ship. There are 2 people there.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone appears to be humans.
Okay, good.
On the perp deck, there are 3 figures, again, all human. And one of them looks slightly more flamboyant. He's got a nice hat on. So
Does he have a fancy mustache?
he does have a fancy mustache. He has a fancy hat and a fancy mustache, and your spider senses are tingling that this might be the captain of this here vessel.
Well, yeah.
And next to him, one of the figures with him, you know, has some sort of a magical sort of style flavor to his
Oh.
robes. So
Well,
possibly
he's-
some sort of spellcaster. I don't think I'm saying pip, Dick.
Rip artist. I love how you giggle every time you say poop dick.
He lives with this. It's
Yes.
terrible. I'm the sort of person that was a sketch about Winnie the Pooh, and basically the editor telling him that he couldn't have a whole lot of poop jokes in it. And I was the immature person sitting there giggling every time someone said poo. And then the final line in the sketch was, it's like, and now we need to talk about this other book, Turd of Turd Hall. Much mature.
Very well.
Very. Okay.
All right.
This
Anything
is what
else
you
we can see? Yep.
You have the attention of all of these people.
I figure.
Probably because the guy in the boat with you has been shouting and waving his arms.
Yep.
These-
Beryl is working on the assumption that they were already suspicious when they came in, so they were going to be suspicious of anybody who came out. Might as well just... And she said to this guy that he needs to look out for the boat. Like, we're going to go up and make sure everything's okay for those guys up top. He needs to stay here in the boat and just watch out for us, watch the boat for us. And he is my good friend. And
such good friends. Best friends. He was trying to kill you and you still managed to chat. Drop away your memes, Omi. I love memes. A beast.
It's where they keep fish, because piscine is fish in French. Dodged a bullet there, am I right? Yeah, thank you, Bishop Blood. Welcome, glad to see you.
I would argue that the piss deck should be below the poop deck.
Or at least a couple of inches in front of it.
Anyway.
Yes.
Should have just called it the stern, shouldn't
Yeah, you should have. Or the rear, or the back, or the bottom, for goodness sake.
It says poop deck in the...
It does. It does.
It does.
I didn't actually, in fairness, I didn't know where the poop deck was. I'd always dismissed it as like, that is not what I'm going to call it, even if it is its name.
Yes, basically, it's the raised deck at the back of the boat is the poop deck.
I didn't know that. Yeah, there you go then.
There you go.
I was genuinely concerned because I was like, well, you wouldn't want to shit off the front of the ship. So I was like, maybe it is where you would. They don't have any toilets on them.
No, I remember being taken on it's one of those, reconstructions of ye olde ships, and you can go on, and it's, something you can take your children to do for an hour or so to distract them from annoying you. And yes, we got to tour the boat, and they had a little toilet seat sort of thing set up, hanging over the side of the back of the boat. And the joke the tour guide clearly was setting up that one of us had to, demonstrate. Obviously, no one did, but yes, all of us were like, "Oh no, we're not doing that. What if I fall off the ship?"
Hard pass. I imagine people did occasionally. Cool. All right. Do we see anything else, or shall I throw a bag of bat?
As you how close are you to the ship at this stage? Are you pulling alongside?
So here's the thing, because they had they didn't have any lights on board or anything, did they?
They have a lantern up with the captain.
How well illuminated is this? Are they able to see who's in this boat?
Look, it is nighttime. There is some moonlight. How much they can make out your figures, you wouldn't be totally sure.
We would be having the charmed dude at the front.
Yes, he's probably been quite distracting. But most of the party that you just defeated were human,
and only one of us is.
The party coming back is predominantly halfling. So that may arouse their suspicions more than they already are by the fact that you gave off weird signals and one of your party is waving his arms and yelling, "Attack! We're being attacked!"
Yeah. Can I, to assist with this illusion, use my minor illusion cantrip to make it look like my halfling companions are not halflings?
Are you able to cast minor illusion over multiple people at once?
I think it's only one at once.
Let's have a look, because it is minor illusion.
I think I can only do one at once, otherwise I would have had more than one person
I can be no
them.
larger than a 5-foot
cube. Yeah.
So unfortunately, no, you cannot.
I can only do it to one of them, but I would like to do it to one of them. I would like to do the one that is probably Garrett, because he's smaller. I feel like Garrett's smaller than Yasin.
Yasin's a big burly bloke. So you didn't want to get into a fight with him at a bar.
No. He's a halfling, but he's sitting down and rowing. So I feel like, if I'm going to disguise any of them, it would be Garrett.
Yes, you may disguise Garrett as a minor illusion to confuse them further.
And yeah, I'll do that.
Cool. Can I get a perception check in chat, please?
Ooh. Yes, Karen. Is this them?
They're squinting at you.
They would be.
They'd be curious.
10. Augustus. 10. Hey, Augustus. Good to see you. That's not very good. That's fine. Thanks very much. I might have
something to add to it. Give me a moment.
You might. Totally fine. Do I cast sleep now or wait?
No, 10 is what they perceive.
All right. Good. Like, he doesn't have to be... I was like, you could probably stop screaming now that we're out of danger.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're all right. But say, like, maybe you could tell him what happened in there a little bit. Like, not exactly what happened, obviously, but, like, maybe you could tell him that, like, we're coming back because, yeah, we got attacked in there. There was some guards from Bottle Down in there.
Alrighty.
What's the name of the guy in the fancy hat?
Oh, that's the captain. His name is Sigurd Snake Eyes.
Sigurd. Ah, good. He did tell me this last week. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I was like, Sigurd, cool, all right. And how about the magic-y looking fella next to him? Is he a wizard?
Oh yeah, he's our wizard. His name's Punkata.
What?
Punkata.
Punkata. Cool. All right. Great. Thanks very much. Yeah. Just let him know that, you know, we're not going to hurt him. We're coming back now. We managed to get away, but there's guards in there. Something's gone wrong with San Ballot.
Okay. Right. As you draw alongside the ship, you see one of the figures on the main deck gather up the rope ladder to throw down to you. However, the man in the fancy hat calls out, "Hold on there! Now, what's going on? What's with all the shouting and waving? This is meant to be covert-like."
I say, as we pull up, it's harder to see because,
Tell you what, can I get a D2 rolled in chat, please? 1, you are in shadow. 2, you are not in shadow.
Ooh, okay. Anybody who we like.
Exclamation mark roll
space 2.
1, they will be in the shadow of the boat. 2, they will not be.
2, they're not.
You are not in the shadow of the boat.
Never mind. That's all right. I'm trying to think.
Would you prompt your charmed captive to shout back?
Scrappy the Goblin just followed. Thank you very much for the follow, Scrappy the Goblin. Yes, I would. I was just like, go on, tell him.
There was a problem. There's some guards from Bottle Down that attacked, and something's wrong with Sam Ballard. He's off acting real strange. Could you help us up, please? And you see the man on the main castle look towards the captain, still holding the rope ladder, looking concerned. And could I get another perception check from chat, please?
And Beryl casts Charm Person on the captain. 8.
I lowered the DC because you weren't in the shadow, but you're still... The subterfuge is maintained. Would you like to try and charm the captain?
No, I don't think there's any need. I just wanted them to let us give us a hand getting up. All right, Trinity, yes, and Garrett, we ready? Blackroast Darkthorn, you know what this is for. Needs a space.
By last Thursday, there wasn't like, would that count?
Oh yeah,
cult sex?
Hell of a lot of there was cult sex. Why do you think I put it in there? Blackroast Darkthorn, you missed it.
You missed it. There was cult sex.
We had a sex cult.
It was very awkward.
No, no D. It's roll. Exclamation mark roll
right,
space.
Roll space 100. 86.
86 from Omi. I'm tired.
Okay.
It's totally fine, Black Rose.
After a moment, the captain says, "Let down the ladder." And you see one of the two men toss the ladder, and it unfurls down the side of the ship, providing you with means to ascend.
I would indicate Trinity first because she's a human, and or Garrett. No, I would indicate Garrett first because he looks exactly like currently one of the people who came in. So he was like, take the bag with the bat. You go first. Trinity goes second because she's also a human currently. Then Yasin and I will come after. And Garrett is like, basically, as soon as you get up, as soon as Yasin gets up there, throw the bag, and we just take him. We've got ourselves a few captives. I think we just do this.
Okay. Beryl, let's go. And Garrett will start climbing up the ladder. Now, this is a rope ladder on the side of the ship, so I will need Garrett to make an acrobatics check. See how he goes up this ladder.
Shall I? I don't have ready access to him.
I can roll it for him if you like.
Oh, here we go. No.
Me.
Yeah, I do. I mean, it's your... Omi rolled a 7, but... Like, he will be being helped by the people behind him. And he has a +5 to acrobatics.
He does have a +5, so he still gets 12. He's going to make it up the ladder. He's just not going to do it with... any particular grace. He doesn't scramble up with any particular speed or grace, but he does ascend the ladder successfully. So following is Trinity. Could we get another dexterity check in chat, please?
Acrobatics? We don't have dex.
Oh, I do apologize. Acrobatics. Oh, is it locked me out because it's too soon to do another one?
Yep. Throw it up. Dexterity.
A 5. Oh dear, what's Trinity's dex?
Also quite good, but hopefully not that bad.
She has a +2, so only a 7.
Jesus.
So she's gonna...
Just can't climb a freaking ladder.
She's struggling. It's moving. You know, this is a rocking ship on a boat at night.
Can I help her?
Yeah, you can give her a boost to help her up.
Come on, get up.
All right. Now, are they ascending the ladder at the same time?
It depends on the kind of ladder. So, are you envisaging just a one?
Person?
Oh,
it's
sure.
More about how they react once you get to the top.
Right. Oh, definitely, they would be going. We'd be wanting to get as many people up as quickly as possible. So, as soon as there's room on the ladder, Yasin will start going as well.
Right. Cool. So the three of them are kind of quite close together as they go up this ladder.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Could I get another perception check in chat, please?
Black Rose Darkthorn, have a pleasant evening. I hope you feel better. 3.
God, this guy is not fucking paying attention.
Love it, Augustus. He's too fixated on the place that it all happened.
I'm gonna say that
Omi got a 10 as well.
Staring down and out towards the cave.
Yeah,
He's not paying attention to you guys coming up on the boat.
Yeah, makes sense. Too much grub.
A 10 wouldn't have done it either, unfortunately.
Love it. We're going to make it up onto the boat before we actually... I was like, sounds great. Let's do it.
All right. So, I presume you are following...
Yeah. I tuck Ratness under one arm.
Love it. I call Ratness so much.
And I head up, giving the chap in the boat, the charmed guy, one last thumbs up, like, good luck.
All right. Now, obviously, as he is disguised, and these are very unperceptive smugglers that you've encountered, apparently. So, Garrett gets up into the boat. No one notices anything. He appears to be their comrade.
Yeah. Looking a little bit wary and concerned, but otherwise he's fine.
However, as soon as Trinity arrives on deck...
Wait a moment, we didn't send a woman there.
Who's this? Who are you? And Trinity's like, what do you mean who am I? Are you crazy?
Nice, Trinity. And then Yasin gets up onto the deck.
A deception check for that little bit of...
Well, with a very high DC, I imagine. Deception, 11, probs not.
let's see what her plus is for deceptions, huh? Oh,
Can I give her bardic inspiration?
sure. What does that give her?
Nice. No, it just, you can roll a d8 to add to it.
Alrighty. Could I get an exclamation mark roll space 8 in chat, please?
Maybe Bishop Blood? Haven't seen one from them in a while.
Exclamation roll space 8. And we got a 5. That
And we got a
brings it
5?
up to a 16 on the deception check, which is just... it's not enough, though.
It's not going to convince them that
No.
that she was actually totally a member of the crew, because they obviously know who's in their crew, but it might give them pause for, but hold on, are you supposed to be here?
The two men kind of are a bit, what? And they look at each other, and then back to her, and then the slightly better dressed, less scruffy looking of the pair starts going, Captain?
and then Garrett throws the bag of bat in his face.
So the bat has been thrown at the man who just called to the captain.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
And it's not really a bag, it's more of just a sheet. So
All
it's...
right. There are 4 people on the deck. Whoop.
Garrett would probably not be overly near this guy.
Garrett is standing back and throwing the bat towards...
So that the bat doesn't really have, like, 5 options to choose from. It's really just got this dude right in front of it that it's angry
honey,
with.
It doesn't work like that. You made me roll to see who the bat attacked.
Not every single bat.
So we're going to eliminate Garrett because presumably he's throwing this away from himself.
Valid.
But it will either... We're going to assume Yasin is at the top of the ladder.
Uh-huh.
You're behind Yasin, so you're safe. The bat can't see you.
Sure.
But Garrett is on deck, and Trinity is in front of these two guys. So you throw the bag of bat at these guys, and I will need a D4 rolled in chat to see who's going to be hit. So 1 and 2 will be the smuggler pirates. Oh, what do we get first?
Bishop Blood. Bishop got a 1.
Yeah, but Augustus Frogbottom was fast on the fingers and got a 3, which was going to be Trinity.
But it's not the point of it. Like, I would have been she would have been like, what? Just, yeah. I mean, your call. You're the DM.
Tell you what. Roll a d20 for me, and if you get over 10... I will let you say that it attacks one of them. Because I'm so nice.
My intention with it, I don't... Trinity knows what the plan is, so she wouldn't have been standing too near them either.
But it's not like you yelled, Trinity, get out of the way, and then flood the bag.
Well, I'm not controlling Garrett.
True.
But I did say, it was like, right, Garrett, go up there, and it was like, you throw the bag, that's when it starts. But so she would be aware that Garrett wouldn't be, like, wanting to have people in the blast radius. I will roll a d20.
D20, you just have to get over 10. Get highs. We'll go for the... I'm not sure whether to call them pirates or smugglers. Like, technically both terms are correct.
4. It goes for her. The dice called
I'm sorry. I am legitimately sorry.
Yeah. I mean, it still has to hit her.
The bag lands at the feet of the 2 pirates, and the bat explodes out. But unfortunately, it's kind of like bounced back off the 2 men, and it latches onto Trinity. Presumably...
Well, it has to attack her. It has to hit her first.
It does have to hit her. Would you like to roll fat, darling?
Yes.
I don't have the bat stats.
Yeah, I'm finding them. There we are. It is a +5 to hit. And now the dice will all of a sudden come good. Yeah, 17 +5.
Oh, wow.
The fucker hits her.
He hits her good.
Where was that last time? For Fuck knows, I don't know. 1d4. Yeah, only 2 points of damage. 5 all up.
Okay. She doesn't appreciate this, but she's okay for now. And you need to roll initiative now.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do.
What am I doing?
I need a number of rolls.
Oh. Beryl gets an 11.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 6 initiative rolls. Chat, go for your lives.
Augustus Frogbottom, I'm so in love with your disappointment. I've been there in games where my cool move backfires, and it's just awful, but it makes you incredibly watchable and relatable. Well, I'm glad you appreciate it.
Okay, wow, we got a 6, a 4, a 16. I need 3 more, guys.
Another 6.
Another 6.
And an 18.
Very nice. And 1 more. Someone can go again if they like. No one's jumping in.
3, a 4, and a 19. All of a sudden.
We'll tell you what, why don't we give that 19 to Trinity as compensation for the fact she just got hit in the face with a bat. 3.
She was sort of ready and itching to go as well. I had to send something new before I could use another roll. Oh, repeat block. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, some of the things on Twitch are just a little irritating. But just sod off. It's a fly that's constantly trying. Like, I've got a bit of chocolate that I'm like waiting to eat, and this fly is just like, I'm gonna have it. I'm like, no, it's my chocolate. Leave alone. Wrap it in its foil. Alright. What powerful spell am I going to cast today? To put them all to sleep again.
You keep playing, you'll probably knock the poor bat out the second you cast sleep.
Oh, I definitely can do that, and I probably will. It also depends on, injuring them to lower their hit points so that they're just making sure that Trinity isn't knocked out ahead of anybody else. I don't want my sleep spell to put my allies out. Beryl does have heat metal. Yes, that was definitely a thing that is being considered, Omi. If they're nicely clustered, though, she also has Shatter, so... She also has Misty Step, which I'm seriously considering just to get up there quickly.
Okay, so Trinity has got 19 plus 3, so she ends up with
22.
22. All right. What did Beryl roll for her initiative? Josh?
11.
Is that with plus things?
Yes.
Oh dear.
All right. Plus 4.
Would you like to roll for Garrett, or would you like chat to roll for Garrett?
Roll for Garrett. I mean, I did roll for Garrett.
Oh, what did you get for Garrett?
A 4.
A 4. Alrighty, that.
He's just looking in horror.
Oh no!
At this bag, was like,
Trinity, I'm so sorry.
And
that only leaves Yasin.
Well, Yasin got a 3 then from Augustus Frogbottom.
You got a 3. Okay.
Based on the last 3 dice that were rolled.
Okay, so Trinity gets to go first. Hang on, I'm just going to write out the initiative order in full.
The rest of the boarding party, it goes last.
Trinity goes next, followed by... Should we roll initiative for the bat?
Yeah,
Bat
actually,
get an initiative?
you should. Fucking bat. Got a 19 on the dice.
Does it have any plus for that?
Sorry, 18 on the dice, sorry. Plus 3. So 21. It goes immediately after Trinity.
Alright, 21 for the bat.
Trinity can use her action to detach the Sturge.
Oh yes, absolutely.
And yeet it at somebody else.
Oh yes, she's going to. Yeah, she's going to do what the bat didn't manage the first time.
Yeah. She's going to resolve this all like ah.
Nice. Oh, sorry, there's lots of people.
Normally, my lovely, I normally just roll one collective initiative for all of the enemies and just have them all go at the same time. It simplifies things a little bit.
Well, I've committed now.
No, this is fine. I'm just FYI for the next time. It streamlines the whole business.
No, hang on. No, that guy goes first. Ah! 9 and then...
So, does anybody go before Trinity?
Trinity is going to be going first.
Cool. So, let us say, first up, that Trinity grabs the bat out of her, like, pulls it off her neck, and yeets it at the guy who it was supposed to be thrown at in the first place. With a sort of cry of disgust, like, ah! Beryl, your bat didn't do what it was supposed to. Sorry, you can't really aim it. You shouldn't have stood so
Trinity...
close to the bag when it got thrown.
Alright, Trinity flings the bat at the man who shouted. This is the bosun.
Ah. She would probably use her movement to go and find some cover. Are there any, like, barrels or stuff on the deck that she could take cover behind from at least some of them?
Let's have a look at the map. Oh. Unfortunately, no. There is not really cover to be had.
Oh, alright.
She will be partially concealed from the guy behind you up on the forecastle.
Could she, like, stand behind the mast?
Yeah, she can go stand behind the mast.
That would cover her from at least, like, from one direction. And no one wants to be
would
seen
she like
by
to
them.
hide? There is one guy.
Definitely hide from the guy on the poop deck.
There's 3 guys on the poop deck.
Well, definitely hide from them then.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's still, the guy on the forecastle can still see her, but she's now concealed from the guys on the poop deck.
Yep.
Would you like to roll an attack for bat that has just been flung at
Yes, I would.
the boat?
A 15.
Oh, that hits. The bosun takes a bat to the face with a loud yell of pain.
And a further 5 points of damage as the Sturge drains him.
The bosun yells and clutches at this bat with horror and disgust.
It's looking very full now.
Alrighty, up on the poop deck. Giggity.
Giggity?
It is the wizard's turn. Dun
Good.
dun dun dun.
Oh. What manner of magical fuckery is he going to cast?
Alright, he is going to do... 2 secs.
I mean, is your ankle still...
I was going to check this is going to work the way I want it to work.
Oh. Yeah. What is it? And I can possibly tell you, help you.
It is Witch's Bolt.
Oh, Witch Bolt, yes.
Yes, Witch Bolt.
But Witch Bolt, because it does different effects, doesn't it? And it's randomized, or is that Chaos Bolt? I'm thinking of Chaos Bolt.
That is Chaos Bolt. This is a strictly lightning-based attack.
Ah. I think if it hits, it like keeps hitting.
Yes.
Yeah.
On a hit, the target takes 1d12 lightning damage, and on each of your turns for the duration, you can use your action to deal 1d12 lightning damage to the target automatically.
Ow.
Spell ends if you use your action to do anything else. The spell also ends if the target is ever outside the spell's range, or if it has total cover from you.
Right.
So, he is going to aim it at...
Yasin or Garrett? Or the bat?
It will be Yasin, because Garrett is still disguised as a member of the crew and hasn't attacked any... Well, he threw a bag of bat.
But it was more like he dropped a bag of bat.
This could be potentially confusing, and yes, unfortunately, Yasin.
Yeah.
Going to
definitely Garrett's status as an enemy is definitely in the air at the moment.
All right, it's a concentration spell. I don't think is there any defense. Oh, ranged spell attack. Okay.
Yeah. What's Yasin's AC? He would be reasonably well armored. Well, that's lucky.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Pontiac, or whatever his name is a rubbish wizard.
He totally fucking misses.
A bolt of lightning arcs into the deck about 3 feet away from Yasin, and Yasin goes, "Oh no, they've got wizards!"
And in the process, scares the ever-loving shit out of the guy that doesn't have a bat attached to his face.
So, can you paint me where everybody is on the deck?
Okay.
There are 2 guys fairly close to the top of the ladder.
Yeah, there are 2 guys right by the top of the ladder. One of them has just been startled by a large bolt of lightning.
Valid.
They are, if you are looking like straight towards the mast, they are just to the right.
Right.
So Garrett and Trinity would be on the left.
Mm-hmm.
If you continue further to the left, up onto the forecastle, there's one dude up there.
Yep.
And if we go down to the right, we have just to the right of the rep ladder, Bat Guy and Lightning Guy. And then if you go up onto the poop deck,
yeah,
that
the
is
captain, the wizard, and someone else.
And one other
normal-looking human dude.
One other normal-looking dude.
Okay.
And they are all pretty mad right now.
Oh, why? Weird.
It's the bat's turn.
The bat just had a turn.
The bat did just have a turn.
It attacked the guy. The wizard.
Ooh. Would he get another turn?
Well, did the wizard have a higher initiative than 21?
Yes.
Wow. The bat attacked on its turn, basically.
Oh,
so
okay.
The bat wouldn't get
so the
another
bat
turn.
is gone.
Yeah.
So that means that the dude that just got the shit scared out of him by the lightning gets to go next.
Oh.
And he is going to try and attack the woman who just threw a bat at his friend.
Valid.
Which feels like a very reasonable course of action. But so, could someone roll me a d20 in chat? For this man, he's going to draw his scimitar and slash at Trinity. Could I get a d20 in chat for him to do that, please?
Oof. Anybody?
Exclamation mark, roll space 20. For guys, 3.
Bishop Blood gets a 10 on the dice.
Ooh, equals beats. Unfortunately, he does slash at Trinity.
Trinity!
No! She's a little distracted because, she had a bat latched onto her a second ago.
Yeah, she's like, God.
God.
Ow.
All right, so that is 1d6. Which I will quickly roll. And 2 plus 1. So only 3 points of damage. So it's not too bad.
Wow.
But she's not having the best start to this little kerfuffle, you could say.
Yeah, she must have a very low AC.
It's 13.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fairly low.
Yeah.
She must not be wearing
she's
very
not a
good
super
armor.
robust character. Alrighty. Next up is Beryl.
Beryl. The guys up on the main deck, are they clustered? Would you say?
When you say main deck, do you mean the 2 at
The
the
poop
top
deck.
of the ladder?
The poop deck.
Poop deck? Yes. They were all kind of at this side of the boat looking down. So the 3 of them are clustered kind of.
So if I was
they
to
would
say,
be, if you wanted to do
it, shatter on them.
Yes, they would be close enough for an area effect spell to hit all 3 of them.
Shatter is a 10-foot radius, so 20-foot diameter.
Oh yeah, you can hit him. That's yeah.
I would also endeavour to not have it damage the boat too much.
You could cast it slightly.
So I'm wanting it above them. Yeah, that's basically what I mean.
They're not near the mast, particularly.
I mean, yeah, it'll be some thunder damage on the wood of the boat itself. I doubt it'll be enough to majorly damage it. I'm endeavouring to not fuck the boat that we want to sail back to Bottle Down up too much.
Yes.
So 3d8 thunder damage. And I'm doing this from down below because I can't get up there. Because the rope ladder is... Yeah, there's 2 guys in the way. That is
technically on the rope ladder.
That is a rubbish damage roll. I got 9.
9?
That is the average of 2d8s.
Are they doing a dex save?
They are. They're doing a con save.
A con save. Okay.
I am rolling quite badly tonight. And we burn a 2nd level spell slot. Actually, I might upgun it to a 3rd level spell slot.
Yep, roll an extra dice for it.
Pump an extra dice into it, just because I want a little bit more bang for my buck than that. Oh, there's an 8. There you go. That makes
will be
it
the total now?
17.
17?
Or half that on a successful con save of 16.
Okay, so I have to get a con save of 16.
Yeah.
Okay. 2, and... Alright. Rolling for the captain. Fails.
Would
The wizard...
probably
had to
not
beat
a massive...
16?
Yeah.
He passes.
Hey.
And the bandit... Oh, shit. Equals?
Then he succeeds.
He succeeds.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
That's good.
So the captain takes the full 17 points of damage. He's not a happy chappy right now.
The other guys take 8.
So,
I'm trying to think, does it have any other effects? Don't think so. Yeah, a creature made of inorganic material has disadvantage on the save. An object that isn't being worn or carried also takes damage if it's in the spell's area. But nothing gets pushed or anything, unfortunately.
yeah, the not Captain Wizard guy did not like that, even though he only took partial damage.
Wizards are squishy, yeah.
And the wizard... So many things to keep track of.
Yes.
This is the biggest combat I've managed, so sorry that I'm consulting a lot of things. And the wizard, he only took half. So he is more or less okay.
Mm-hmm.
He's not happy about it, but, you know.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Can you do anything else?
I am going to give Trinity Bardic Inspiration with my bonus action. Just going to shout, Trinity, you got this! I believe in you, sister!
Alrighty. Next up is the captain that just took a massive whack from your shatter and is well pissed.
He's well pissed, isn't it?
He's well pissed.
I was going to get you.
He is going to try and shoot you with his crossbow.
Oh. I am actually the probably the tankiest member of this crew, so that's fine.
Yes, he is going to try and shoot you with his crossbow. Give me a sec. I rolled my dice off the desk.
Silly rabbit. I don't have shield, so...
I'm pretty sure a 7's not going to hit you, so...
you need 15, so no, perhaps not.
No, but he does have multi-attack, so he's going to swear and try and shoot you again.
What's he shooting me with?
Just normal crossbow bolts.
I'm just wondering, because crossbows have the loading feature. It depends on the kind of crossbow.
It is a hand crossbow.
Oh, then he can, yes. Did not find an ice pack. I'm sorry to hear it, Omi. Did find 4 bags of cauliflower rice stir-fried that's nice and loose, so I grabbed 2 bags of that. That works just as well. My mum always used to use frozen peas.
That was an 11, so he misses you twice.
Nice.
He is cross.
Yeah. And a bit like, he's got tinnitus, so he's hard to focus.
There's been a lightning bolt. There's been a crazy bat attack.
Yeah.
All right. Next up is the bandit to your left up on the forecastle. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh dear.
Just trying to keep track of... So Trinity went behind the mast.
Yeah. So he can see her, but not the other the other 3 can't.
Right.
The 3 on the poop deck can't.
Yes.
He would be in total cover from them.
Trinity is concealed over.
Because the mast would be fairly wide. Well, it's closer, Black Rose. You're back. How are you feeling, mate?
Alrighty. He's going to try and shoot Yasin, who has just alighted on the deck.
Uh-huh.
So, chat, do you want to roll
They're rolling
a
100s at the
D20
moment.
for me? Oh, they're rolling 100s to see if they can get sex cults. Can we possibly get a 20 in there to see if this bandit hits Yasin with his crossbow bolt?
16.
16.
Oof.
You did 19. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yasin has just taken a hit.
Ouch.
With the light crossbow. That is 1d8 of damage to Yasin, who takes 6 plus 1. So 7 points of damage to Yasin.
Ouch.
Does not appreciate that at all. Which brings him down to...
Maybe not, Omi. I mean, maybe I should not be rolling for the enemies. The enemies got a lot of very shit perception checks earlier.
Yeah, they really didn't see you guys coming. They were super convinced. All right. The bosun with the bat on his face is up next. So he's going to try and rip the bat off his face. Well, he is going to rip the bat off his face. I don't think he needs a strength check to do that.
No.
And because this just feels appropriate, he's going to throw it at Garrett. Because Garrett...
You know what's funny? The bat has drunk 10 points of blood and is therefore full. So he can throw it at Garrett, but it won't do anything.
Okay, he throws it at
It'll
Garrett.
just fly away into the night.
And the bat fucks off.
Fucks off. Yeah. But it wasted his turn.
It did waste his turn, because he can't do anything else now. He wasted his action throwing a bat.
That was a net neutral gain, really, because it did 5 points of damage to each of the people and wasted 2 rounds worth of movement. There we go.
Bosun is not impressed with this entire business whatsoever. All right.
Hardly surprised.
What I have noted in my notes as bandit poop is up next.
Oh, I do apologize. I forgot to say I would also throw Ratness onto the deck.
Ratness goes on your turn?
No, she would actually have her own initiative now.
Could you roll an initiative?
She was sort of trapped under my arm before.
Yeah, she'll go on the next round.
Yeah.
So, bandit on the poop deck.
Ratness would have a... quite high. She got a 12.
is going to also fire his crossbow
At me?
at you.
He knows what I just did. I wasn't quiet about it.
He's seen the captain try to shoot you and miss.
Yeah.
So he's getting in on that action.
Sure.
Someone want to roll a 20 in chat to see how this guy goes shooting at our beloved Beryl.
Ratness it has a 14 for their initiative.
Excellent. Ratness will go before you, Beryl, on the next round. Anyone want to exclamation mark roll space 20 in chat, please? Mr. and Mrs. Crafting, welcome back. Would you like to exclamation mark roll space 20? I mean, he's politely declining to roll.
Yeah, considering I killed 3/4 of Karen's teachers once.
Yeah, you did do that, didn't you?
What?
Oh, because Omi was the one who rolled to see how many teachers were slaughtered in the Battle of
Oh, right.
the Academy. A 3 on the dice. Excellent work, Mr. and Mrs. Crafting. The bandit misses.
Mr. and Mrs. Crafting, thank you for joining us. What a pleasure to have you back. Lovely to see you.
However, the pirate captain is going to use his reaction called Shape Up, You Dog.
Ooh.
Which basically means he can yell perilous threats to allow his friendly to re-roll the attack roll.
Mr. and Mrs. Crafting, do not apologize for rolling badly to hit me.
Yeah. If you want to have another crack, see if you can roll horribly a second time. This is the third arrow to miss Beryl so far.
So far, yeah.
Oh, another 3! He misses again! The pirate captain is fucking fuming and he's like, damn it! And so that guy is going to move down onto the main deck away from the captain and the wizard.
Yes, come and cluster near the wounded people here.
Yes. All right, and that ends his turn. Up next is Garrett, who as yet has not been attacked because he still looks like a friendly. What is Garrett going to do?
Garrett would probably dash out of the illusion that's really just sort of a skin over him.
Yep. Shedding the illusion.
Well, yeah, the illusion would stay there. It's like running through a hologram. Because Beryl can't see him. She's climbing up a rope ladder, so she doesn't... She was sort of watching from down below, but the illusion hasn't moved since he threw the bag.
Amazing. Okay,
so
he runs out of the illusion.
Ah!
Who would you like him to attack?
And they're probably taken by surprise that the illusion was, like, concealing a small halfling man with a... I want to say he'll probably go melee.
Yeah. There are 2 bandits and a bosun.
I'd go the bosun, I reckon. And Beryl will say, yes, and you take the one in the bow. Which I think he probably would have done anyway, because that's the guy who shot him.
Yeah.
And Garrett will take the bosun because I'm hoping that...
He did just try to throw the bat back at you. So,
yeah.
That's rude. All right, what kind of attack would you like to make against him?
Well, it would be the biggest weapon as hard as possible. Trying to remember what he's got. He's because he's getting into melee because this is a ranged fight and he doesn't. He
has a scimitar, a short sword, and a light crossbow.
You know what he would do. He'd totally touch the rune on his chest. And he'd go with his short sword and his scimitar. Siri!
And the one on his chest, remind me what that one does again?
That's the fire rune.
Cool. So he will be doing fire damage if he hits.
More than. It summons shackles that trap the person.
That's right.
It's a strength, or I think it's a strength save.
Josh, would you like to roll for Garrett, or would you like chat?
I can get Garrett up.
I have him open. I can roll for him.
Oh, well, you're the DM. You're operating him.
All right. He's going to attack with the scimitar first. Oh, God. You shouldn't have let me roll for him. He just crit failed.
Well, then roll again. That's why you've got 2.
I just feel bad. Oh, God,
don't do it again.
That was a 9. It was so sweet. Don't let me roll for him next time.
Well, no, he's your character to operate.
All right, Garrett tries to cut down the bosun, but the bosun is apparently so energized by having a bat latch onto him that he just like fucking dodges like Neo.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Actually, 9. Oh, no, that won't hit. Sorry.
No, 9 won't hit.
No, that won't hit. Sorry, Garrett. All right, next up is Yasin. Yasin is going to piss bolt over to the guy up on the forecastle and fling his sword.
With great acuity.
Great acuity.
Why would you choose to roll low like that, Karen? I mean, come on.
That is a 16 on the dice, plus 3, so it's 19. So he absolutely hits this guy.
Do it.
And it's 1d6 slashing damage.
Nice.
I got a 5, so he does 6 points of damage to Forecastle Bandit. So he didn't appreciate that whatsoever. Unfortunately, Yasin does not get 2 attacks, so that is it for him. All right, we are back to the top of the order. Trinity.
Trinity has Bardic Inspiration on her, which she can add to the attack dice or the damage dice if she chooses, so she can buff the damage if she hits.
Excellent. Now, I'm going to give you, as the player, a little bit of choice here, because there are 2 bandits and the bosun here. I believe Garrett has engaged the bosun, but Trinity can help him, or she can turn her attention...
Well, she's in melee with one of them already.
Yes, she was.
The one who sliced her up, I reckon that'll be who she'd be going for.
That would be who she would slice at. She will draw her short sword and attack.
You get 2 attacks?
She does get 2 attacks.
Excellent.
She gets to attack him twice. And unfortunately, she's gonna miss the first time. But she doesn't the second time.
All right.
So she cuts him the second time for a d6 of damage. So she does 4 points of damage to this guy.
Oh. And would she burn her Bardic Inspiration to increase that?
Add some more.
Alrighty. Does someone in chat want to throw me up a 1d exclamation mark roll space 8?
Yes. See if we can boost this this pain level she's inflicted.
3. Hey, look.
Hey, it's better than a kick in the face. This guy's not looking so good. He did not appreciate that at all. All right, next up is the wizard.
Yep.
Who, after failing so epically the time before,
Gonna try again?
he's gonna try again.
Why not?
Yes, he's definitely gonna try and hit with his witch bolt again.
Gonna do it to Beryl?
Well, he missed Yasin, didn't he?
Yeah.
He missed Yasin.
But Beryl nuked him with a shatter spell.
She did, yes. And she's on deck now, so yes.
Beryl hasn't gotten up yet. Because she was stuck behind Yasin. So she's still on the rope ladder.
Oh dear, she's gonna get a witch bolt thrown at her while she's on top of a rope ladder. So if this hits, you may have to roll to see if you fall off.
Oh.
Not to be mean, but it feels appropriate.
Yeah. Valid.
All right. Let's see. So let us roll. Oh shit. Yeah. No, 19. So it's a dirty crit, but it's a dirty one.
Than.
But yeah, it's 24.
Yeah. That hits. Yeah.
Oh, hang on, is it?
It'll hit, my love.
Oh yeah, it definitely hits. I couldn't. Yeah. So a d12 of damage to Beryl, and you'll need to roll a save to see if you fall off. Oh shit! Suddenly got my mojo back. That is 11 points of damage.
Oh.
And could you roll a dex save, please, to see if you fall off the rope ladder?
Yep. Here comes rubbish. Oh my god. Yeah. I am rolling dog shit tonight. That is a 2 on the dice.
I'm so sorry, yeah.
Yeah, she falls back into the boat. So, yeah. She hadn't climbed very high. But yeah.
She's not going to take any damage for the drop into the boat, because I think it's not more than 10 feet.
It's 10 feet. Yeah.
And it's like 9 foot. So she's not going to be hurt by it, but
yeah,
she will have to use her movement to get back up.
Yeah.
Or, fire from the boat. The lower boat. The
just keep nuking them from...
Right. I think the wizard feels slightly more...
Ow!
mollified by this. Okay, next up is the bat's out.
The bat's out.
So the bandit that is engaged with Trinity is going to try and attack her. One could argue that biology dictates that Beryl would grip the rope tighter because zappy on bodies.
Not a bad point.
It's not a bad point. But it's still kind of like a...
I like it. Like like I reckon it's the... And
yeah, actually, no, you're stuck to the ladder being fried because this lasts until his concentration's broken, actually.
Yeah, but it doesn't actually... The spell doesn't say you're paralyzed until his concentration is broken. I think that's taking it more than... I reckon it's more like it's now got a sort of connection between you and him, and so he can hit you again really easily. In much the same way as she is about to do to him with heat metal. Because she's confident something on his person.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Okay, what was I doing? Oh, yes, this guy's going to attack Trinity. And he crit fails. So he totally fucking misses.
Yeah, it's just that they're just like... Between the two of them are just...
Probably because he's quite injured now and not feeling so great. All right, next up, Beryl.
No, it's Ratness.
Oh, I do apologize. Ratness is written in very small letters.
Ratness is going to assist Trinity. It is going to attack the person who is attacking her.
Okay.
And it has pack tactics, which means it gets advantage on the roll. A 12 on the dice plus...
Yeah, that's going to hit.
4? Yeah.
Totally hits.
For 4 damage.
How does Ratness do this?
I think what happens is Ratness is going to run at the guy's leg and then try and burrow up his... If he's got, like, baggy trousers, burrow up his trouser leg.
Let's give him, like, wide leg sailor pants. So, yes.
Yeah, that was my imagination. And, gets up to the groin and he goes... Ah, God, ah! Because Ratness is about the size of a small dog.
With a bulge in his pants the size of a small dog. The bandit
down,
collapses.
And I think it's more like he has a heart attack as this giant rat.
And I like to think that as he falls to the ground, Ratness like explodes out of his pants, like the alien in Alien.
And yes, and Trinity goes, "Oh, okay, that one is useful. I like that one." Thank you, Ratness.
Right. It is now your turn, Beryl. Your rat has just killed another person by biting him in the crotch. I don't know if you're teaching your bat.
Have a good one, folks.
Crotch burst.
Thanks for coming, Mr. and Mrs. Crafting. Pleasure to have you.
Oh, Arby.
Like the alien, not like anything else.
Or like Puss in Boots in Shrek 2. There you go. There's a nice wholesome reference.
Still horrendous. Like as a mental image goes. I think it's about time for... Yeah, is the wizard wearing... No, what am I doing? I do like heat metal.
He would
Yeah.
almost certainly have metal on his person, whether it would be a belt buckle or some sort of jewelry.
Yeah.
He would have something on him.
Yeah, but he's not, like, wearing metal armor or anything like that.
He is not wearing armor, no.
Are anybody on the ship wearing metal armor?
I don't believe so. Oh,
Okay. The captain?
The guy you left in the boat has chainmail on. And the captain has studded... A couple of them have studded leather.
Nah, so it's not really metallic quite the same way.
He does, however, have mage armor, which he can use.
Oh, that's increases his AC. It's not actually a physical thing.
Yes.
In which case, I think Beryl's just gonna cast Shatter.
On the two of them again.
Yeah, he's still standing reasonably close to the guy, I imagine.
Yeah, they are still close enough together for you to get a hit in.
Yeah. So con saves for half.
Could I get chapter? Well, we'll take Mr. and Mrs. Crafting's 11 con save. What do I have to beat on the con save?
16.
16. So the wizard just failed with that 11.
And therefore takes 15 points of thunder damage.
He's not looking good.
Is Witch Bolt a concentration save? Concentration spell, rather?
Yes, he will need to do a...
He will need to make a second con save, then.
To see if he can maintain the spell.
Yeah. The DC, which would be the damage, is 15.
15? Unfortunately, he passes. His spell is still active. And then we need a save for the captain. Could we get another 20 in chat? Roll space, exclamation mark, roll space 20.
Just into shatter!
To see if he dodges the shatter or takes the full 15.
It's like, Beryl shouts back, I got a couple more of them if you want them to keep them coming. A 14. Ooh.
Plus...
Con plus 2.
I believe his con is plus 2, yes.
Yeah, equals beat, so he only takes the half this time.
He only takes the half, so
7.
half of 15 would be...
7?
7? He still didn't appreciate that, but he's okay.
Okay. Don't roll for baddies anymore. Yeah, valid, homie. I appreciate it. Bishop
You're
Blood
allowed to roll for the goodies.
just managed it.
I try not to let you guys roll their attacks so you don't feel bad if they...
Yeah.
Alrighty, next up in the order is the aforementioned captain.
Well, hold up.
Hold up.
Beryl gets back up to her feet after falling into the boat, and then we'll dive into the water and hide under the boat, thus putting her out of sight of the dude.
And severing the connection of the witch bolt.
Because she's magical, she can feel that connection. She's like, oh no, there's going to be more of this.
He's gonna zap me again.
I don't want to be zapped again.
I'm seeing Matt Barry in the IT crowd where he has the electric chastity belt on. Alrighty. Congratulations. You are in the water, concealed.
No, I'm wet, but I am... Oh god, this is probably a worse idea if he's got electric.
He can't hit you if he can't see you.
That's true.
Okay. So up next is our Capitan.
And Beryl is no longer an option for attacking
He can't
either.
see Beryl. All right. Tell you what, he is going to... Oh, hang on, I'm just going to update this real quick. So Yasin's over there with that dude. That dude is dead. Trinity.
Good job, Ratnass.
So Garrett and Trinity are on the main deck with the bosun and one guy.
One guy.
And one guy, because the other one is dead. Yes, that guy's dead. So the captain is going to do a dramatic leap over the railing of the poop deck to land on the main deck. Probably with a yar. A yar. And he's going to land on his trusty sea legs And unfortunately, Garrett, he's going to attack you. He didn't like being deceived.
Fair.
So he will draw his long sword and slash at you.
I mean, Garrett is you, but yeah, all right.
At me, then. He attacks Garrett. Oh dear. That is...
Needs to be to 15.
That's 21.
Oof. Ouch.
So yeah, Garrett has just taken a massive hit with the longsword.
Oof.
Which deals 1d8 plus 5.
Is he two-handing it or one-handing it?
He's one-handing it.
Okay.
I'm saying that because he would have used his one arm to keep his balance.
Yeah, valid. Yeah.
Next attack will be both hands, so brace yourself. 5 plus 5, so 10 points of damage to poor Garrett. And I don't believe Garrett's taken any damage up until this point. So, he's taken a hit, but he is still up. I believe...
Multi-attack?
Makes 2 attacks, one with his hand crossbow and one with his longsword. So can he not attack twice with the longsword? That's confusing.
Does it say multi-attack?
Yeah.
Because they don't work in exactly the same way as player characters, so, yeah. He could shoot somebody else, is basically the idea.
He's going to shoot Trinity then. Or not.
Or not? Maybe not?
12? I think that
Trinity
might
was
just...
13, wasn't she?
No, he tries to fire at Trinity but misses. He is displeased. But that is the end of his turn.
Good. Probably
All
for
right.
the best.
Okay. Oh wait, yes, that guy's still alive. I'm just like, wait, is that the dead guy or the other guy? All right. The remaining normal guy on the main deck is up next.
He's the one who came down from the poop deck, right? So he's like up against Garrett.
Yes, he is also up against Garrett. He is flanking his captain,
Ooh.
ready to attack. So he's also going to slash at poor Garrett, who's being pinned up on right now. Have a look-see. And unfortunately, I believe a 16
Will
plus
beat
3
Garrett's
will
AC.
definitely
Yeah.
hit, unfortunately. So he's going to take a d6 of damage from this guy too. Garrett might need a healing spell later. 3 plus 1, so he takes 4 points of damage, which could be worse. And this guy doesn't have multi-attack, so that is all he gets to do. And Yasin is up next. Yasin's not looking good, but he's facing off with... Yeah. That was... Okay, cool. Just making sure I was focusing on the wrong bandit.
Yeah.
Right bandit. Okay, Yasin is going to slice at this dude. Would someone in chat like to roll this one for me? Exclamation mark, roll space 20. You guys are all just sitting there being lazy. So someone roll me a 20 to see if Yasin can slice up this bandit.
Bring the big money. No whammies.
Big money, no whammies. I, for so long, did not know what no whammies was referring to.
I still don't. I just know.
It's an old game show. Whereas if you hit a whammy, you lost all the money you'd made so far.
Whammy. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
so big money, no whammies. 13. Very nice, Omi. 13 plus 3 to hit will obliterate his armor. Omi, would you like to roll the damage as well? It is a d6 of damage.
No, I want some different drums.
A 4, and he
Nice.
goes down.
Nice, Yasin.
Yasin's a small but burly bloke, and he basically cuts this guy in the waist, and down he goes. That was exactly what you needed to take out that guy. Well done, Omi.
Nice.
And that is Yasin's turn, which brings us back around to Trinity. So Trinity and Garrett have now the captain, the bosun, and the upper bandit, the poop bandit, to contend with.
Don't, not like that.
I'm so sorry. Omi, your bedpost must be all notches by this point. You've killed so many poor digital characters at this point in your career. Okay, I'm going to say that Trinity is going to focus her attention on... Because the guy who was attacking you was dead. And so... Those ones on that side. Well, look, she's close to the captain.
Oh yeah, Rip Artist. Have a lovely evening. Thanks for joining us.
All right.
That's
Tell you what.
Mr. Bandit Brown Pants to you.
Look, for the sake of getting him out of the way, I think she's going to go for the poop bandit.
Oh
just
yeah.
so I can stop saying poop so often.
Valid. Makes sense. Yeah.
Would anyone like to roll for Trinity?
Bishop Blood, Spina.
Exclamation roll space 20 to see how she goes with her short swords.
7.
7 plus 4.
11.
11.
Oh,
shit.
and Spina got a nat 20 for the second attack.
Whoa, okay, so she misses her first attack, but her second one fucking goes in. And
Probably going to have to roll quite badly for...
you literally cannot fail with the damage roll to kill this guy. So we're just going to say that the poop bandit shits himself and collapses in a pile of blood.
Wow. You're really leaning into this, Karen.
I'm sorry, I can't help it. Garrett's turn.
It is Garrett's turn.
He's got an angry captain and an angry bosun.
And yeah, he's gonna try and melee maybe the captain now. Now he's got a captain up in front of him.
Garrett's
up in his George Foreman. Yeah,
yeah. Go for it.
So wait. That was Trinity?
Oh god, sorry.
She goes like Garrett would have gone first, right? I think Garrett is...
Sorry, it's the wizard next.
Well, Garrett hasn't had a go.
Garrett didn't have a go?
No. Hey, Scrappy the Goblin.
Oh, did I skip Garrett and go straight
Yeah.
to Yasin?
I think you must have, because, yeah, Garrett did not get a go.
Oh, I do apologise. Well, Garrett can have his go now.
Yeah, cool.
Trinity is theoretically about to dispatch the poop bandit, so you can ignore him.
Yeah. Oh, no, I think Garrett would still go for the captain.
Okay.
The Garrett has reassessed, and the captain is significantly bigger threat.
All right, attack the captain.
Well, you attack the captain. You're the one doing
Oh,
it.
God. Could someone roll me a d20 in chat, please? A Garrett scimitar attack.
Scrappy the Goblin, would you make exclamation mark roll space 20 in chat, please? Roll 2P?
2p?
No.
No, it's the
No,
poop
we
deck.
don't know. No more of this. Yeah, stops.
Exclamation mark roll space 20, not 2p. We are mature, sensible adults who don't laugh at poop jokes.
No, we don't. We're going to need 2, though, because he will make 2 attacks. But Scrappy the Goblin got a 3 on the die, so not amazing.
3, so 1 is going to miss. Could we get another 1 to see if his second attack will hit?
An 18 from Omi.
18, that does hit indeed.
And the fire rune finally works.
So his fire rune blazes into life as his scimitar cuts into the captain. He's going to do d6 plus 3 of scimitar damage.
Mm-hmm.
4, 5, 6, 7 points of scimitar damage. How do we calculate fire damage?
It's on the character sheet. It'll be in features.
Features? There we go. Fire rune.
I think it's
2d6
2d8.
fire.
2d6
and
and
must succeed a saving throw, a strength saving throw.
Yeah.
Alrighty. 2d6s. We've got 5. Excellent. 4. So that's 9.
9 fire damage.
He takes 9 fire damage. He did not appreciate that at all. He's not looking good. But we will do his strength saving throw to see if he can not be restrained.
Because if he's restrained, he can't attack.
14. So he just succeeds. Unfortunately, he's not restrained.
Yeah, so the captain's arm sort of lashed down to the deck, and he strains against them and rips them free of these fiery manacles. So unfortunately, the attack, that's that. He can't do it again, unfortunately.
Not restrained. But he's not looking good. He did not take that damage very well at all. It is now the bosun's turn. He's watched Garrett nuke the shit out of his captain. So he is going to try and attack. Garrett.
Dread GM is raiding with a party of 38. Dread, you bloody champion. Thank you so much. Raiders' favorite raid emotes up in chat. Thank you so much for joining us. We are having a ship fight just off the poop deck.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm ashamed of myself.
You should be.
I'm so ashamed.
Guys, how was your game? I hope you had a great evening. Yes, we are. Thank you so much for joining us. We are Beryl and Garrett and their friends Yasin and Trinity, plus Ratness, the giant rat, and Stephen, the sturge, who has flown away now because he's full, are assaulting the Sea Ghost. We are playing the second half of the Sinister Secret of Saltmarsh from the Ghost of Saltmarsh. The Sea Ghost of Saltmarsh, perhaps. Who knows? Yeah. I hope you guys are having a lovely evening. We appreciate the heck out of you joining us. Dread, congratulations. Oh, no. Was Dread competing against you on Saturday morning, my love?
No.
I believe he was supposed to be.
At least if he was there, I don't remember it. But I was very distracted by losing by 30 seconds. So
rough.
But I have a bosun who is armed with, quite terrifyingly, a large metal hook.
Oh, a bill. Hold on. A bill hook. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you very much, Toledo.
Toledano,
thank you very much for the follow. Good on you, bloody champion.
Welcome to the party.
Yes, welcome to
Corsair's Cove. A bosun is swinging a large hook.
A bill hook.
He is. They
are used for getting stuff out of the water, like nets and so.
They're
also nasty and sharp.
That was a 22. So unfortunately, he did just. Did you
say bosun has big ass heat metal target? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I like it when they're wearing it because they can't drop it, so the damage can keep going. I prefer doing it on plate mail because they simply can't get out of it.
Right, that does.
Not poor meat shield, Garrett.
That does 10 points of damage to poor Garrett. That hurt.
Yeah.
He's
okay?
still upright though. But he is now grappled. The escape DC is 13 because he's literally hooked.
Oh, okay, cool. Interesting.
So does he have to roll that now or on his turn?
He'll do it on his turn, I imagine.
On his turn, yes. You have to roll a higher than DC 13 to unhook yourself. Which is...
Look, Omi, I'll see what I can do. I mean, the captain and and his mate are standing right next to each other, just begging to be shattered again.
So you got to the bosun. All right, it is Garrett's turn again.
Oh.
Right, balls this up. I feel like I missed the wizard.
I mean, yeah, you have this time.
I just miss someone every turn.
Yeah. Because Garrett is after Beryl.
Beryl hasn't gone. Why did I jump to the bosun?
I don't know. I'm not sure where you're at.
I'm not sure where I'm at. Did Trinity go?
Yeah, Trinity killed a guy.
Oh yeah, Trinity killed a guy. So it should be the wizard Beryl.
Yeah, wizard Katniss Beryl. Then the bosun.
Let's just pretend that didn't happen. He did not hook Garrett. Garrett is fine. It is Trinity has killed. Okay, so the wizard's turn. The wizard is still up on.
Yeah.
The,
Trinity is out of sight of the wizard.
Yes,
and
the wizard cannot hit Trinity. He cannot see her.
And he can see Garrett, but Garrett is engaged with the captain and the bosun, and they are both quite a bit taller than him.
Beryl is hidden, so he will probably actually aim for poor Yasin.
Or Ratness.
Or Ratness.
Well, Ratness is sort of in the guy's trousers still.
She's partially out. Actually, let's see.
Technically speaking, isn't hiding, like, didn't take the hide action. Yeah, unless they have this cast-off armor, Scrappy, exactly, yeah.
Ooh, excuse me, I'm gonna quickly Google a thing. Talk among yourselves.
Okay, yes. I am now, like, thinking what to do with Beryl next. There are two of them standing next to each other. The captain is badly injured. Perhaps sleep might be a valid thing to do at this point. Level 1 spell, you know. Because Garrett's quite badly hurt. So I could healing word him. Or I could save that for when he actually gets knocked out. Which is what I like to save it for.
Yeah, I think he's gonna, I'm just gonna check he can actually reach Yasin.
So, the boat's only 90 feet.
Yeah, but he and Yasin are on opposite sides.
Opposite ends of it, yeah, absolutely. But, like, are you checking the range on Witch Bolt?
The range is 30 feet for Witch Bolt.
Oh, then he probably can't. Yasin would be up the other end.
Yeah, he can't reach Yasin. So his targets are... Garrett or Ratness?
I would argue that both are in at least partial cover. Garrett because he is surrounded by two much bigger dudes, and Ratness because she's in a dead guy's trousers.
He probably hasn't really noticed.
They are technically both size class small creatures. Which is hilarious. Given how badly injured the captain is, Omi, I'm reckoning drop sleep to knock him out. I made Omi snort. I'm sorry.
He does have an attack that will hit.
Oh, there you go. Alright.
He can send an acid arrow.
Ooh. Melf's acid arrow or somebody else's?
Yes, it is Melf's arrow. Yes, that has a range that can hit. So he is going to fire that at Yasin.
No, not Yasin.
So this is a ranged spell attack. 7 on the dice.
Be impressed.
Plus.
You won't have a +5, right? Troll Lord Game cheered. Thank you very much for the bits. Good on you. Thank you very much. Troll Lord Games, I'm going to say that awards 1d6. A bonus 1d6 to whoever you want, Troll Lord Games. Which character would you like to receive this 1d6 bonus?
Ooh.
To be used in their next round? We haven't gotten around to actually codifying exactly what the bits can buy, but I think that sounds fair. Karen, do you reckon that sounds alright?
Yeah, sure.
Beryl, Garrett, who do you fancy, Troll Lord Games? Flash them biddies.
Okay, so he has missed, but Acid Arrow will splatter Yasin as it passes him, unfortunately. So he will take half damage, and this is a third, so it is actually 5d4s of damage.
5d4s? Ouch.
But he'll only take half of that.
Okay. Would you like me to roll them?
Yes, could you roll them, please?
2, 3, 4, 5. Roll. Sing 3 4s and 2 1s for 14, so half to 7.
Half. Yasin is unconscious.
Oh no!
He's splattered with acid and collapses to the deck on the forecastle.
Ooh. Thank you very much, Beryl. Receives Troll Lord Games 1d6. Good on you. Thank you very much, Troll Lord Games. Good on you.
It is now Ratnus's turn.
Ratnus is going
Has emerged
to...
from the trousers.
I actually really like... How far away would you say the wizard is?
What's her movement?
Probably 40 feet, I think?
Because she's a giant.
Right, 30 feet. It wouldn't go... She wouldn't go... She would definitely want to be able to attack somebody this turn, so... I expect... It's not a very clever creature. I imagine it would probably just go for the nearest hostile. So, probably not. So, yeah.
She can just make it.
To the wizard.
Oh no, because she'd have to go up a floor, wouldn't she?
Yeah,
No.
I don't... Yeah, no.
She'll make it. She'll be 5 foot short because she has to go up.
She will probably... She's... I think Ratnus is paired up with Trinity now. So...
The captain and the bosun are right there, ripe for the biting.
I think, yeah, the captain appears to be the target of choice.
I'm gonna laugh my ass off if she takes out the
Ratnus
captain.
MVP. She has pack tactics because Garrett's there. Nat 20.
Yeah, Ratnus fucking latches onto the captain. Roll me some damage.
2d4 plus 2. A pair of 3s.
How
8.
does Ratnus do this?
I think Ratnus is a fairly well-established modus operandi at this point.
Ratnus bites the captain in the crotch.
Serious hate for crotches. Baboonsky, hi, good to see you. Thank you for joining us.
A rat is nomming on its third crotch for this kind of group of baddies. Because she took one guy out by the crotch last week, and now she's taken out. This is her second. Yeah, she killed to the crotch last week as well. So this is her third crotch kill.
Maybe I should do something different. Maybe she runs up Garrett and launches at the guy's face and starts just scratching away at the guy's face. And he goes, oh God, get it off! And then he trips on a pile of rope on the deck and, like, knocks himself unconscious on the guardrail. How about that?
Yeah, he freaking, he totally headbutts himself and collapses to the deck. The bosun looks horrified. The bosun and the wizard remain active. And it is Beryl's turn. Beryl is down in the water.
Beryl gets out of the water. Beryl is going to use... Yeah, Beryl is going to Misty Step.
Oh, cool.
From the water to the deck behind the bosun.
Oh, okay.
And tap him on the shoulder. And say, why don't you pick on someone more your own size? And she is then going to use her bonus action. No, she can't. She cast a spell. I can't use healing word, but...
You can, however, startle the shit out of him.
Well, I can stab the guy in the back.
Are you allowed to cast a spell and melee attack?
Misty Step is a bonus action.
Of course it is. All right, you stab him. Roll to attack the bosun.
I draw my +1 short sword that looks like the handle of a dulcimer. And get a 14.
That'll hit.
Yes,
Roll
Beryl.
some damage.
Yes, Beryl. For 7.
7 points of damage.
Stabbing the dude in the back.
He didn't appreciate that, but he is still alive.
That's okay. I'm bringing myself, my good AC, and my relatively large number of hit points into the fray.
Just as well, because it's his turn, and I feel like the natural thing for him to do...
No, he just did Garrett.
No, we cancelled that because it was a mistake.
Oh, okay. All right. Very well. That's
because
fine.
for some reason I just randomly jumped to him in the order, so it didn't make sense.
Okay, fair enough.
So yes, now it's his turn.
Uh-huh.
So he's going to attack you with his hook.
Unfortunately, no, Omi. Beryl is straight bard. We didn't think multi-classing was a good idea at this low level for a single-player campaign. But that is probably going to be what happens.
All right. 16 to hit Beryl.
Does hit.
Does hit. Just hits. That is 8 points. Sorry, 6 points of damage, and she is now grappled.
Huh?
But I don't think he gets multi-attack, so that is it. Which means it is Garrett's turn.
Beryl is just under half health.
Alrighty.
Mechanically speaking, she is bloodied.
She's
Garrett's
bloodied.
turn. Oh no, Beryl! Choppy chop chop chop.
Choppy chop chop chop. Hey chat, you want to roll some attacks for Garrett?
Finish him.
Finish him. Could I get a D20 in chat, please, for Garrett to slap his chest and slash at the person? Assuming he's going to use his rune again, Josh.
I don't know how many times he can do it.
He can only do it once.
Yeah.
So he is all out.
He's
A
literally
5.
burnt out. 5.
A
Does
10 will
not.
not hit. I mean, you so rarely fail. It's fine.
But
does
he
someone
does
else want
have
to do
2
his second
attacks
attack?
for his bonus. A second attack for his bonus
Yeah,
action.
second attack. Could I get another D20, please? See if he strikes the person.
A 4. Garrett's
Oh,
doing
dear.
badly today. Garrett has hit literally once.
Okay.
When he did, it was a good hit, but yeah, he has not
But
hit
it
well.
is now Trinity's turn.
Back to the top of the order. Yasin's
Yes.
unconscious, so yes.
Yasin's unconscious, so we go
would we
to
make
Trinity.
a death save for Yasin?
Oh yes, we should make a death save for Yasin. He doesn't have a regular character sheet. How do I do that?
Don't worry, just get someone in chat to do it and keep track of it in your head. Trollord Games, would you like to make a death save for Yasin, please? Exclamation mark, roll space. An 8. No, I asked Trollord Games. Oh, me?
That's a fail.
It is a fail. Exclamation mark, roll space 20 in chat, please.
You're 1 over 10.
13! Good on
He
you!
passes.
Thank you, Trollord
Yay.
Games.
He's still just unconscious.
Yep.
Now, given that both Beryl and Garrett are on either side of the bosun, I feel like Trinity would attack the wizard. We're still being...
Does she have a bow?
She does. She has a longbow, so she is going to shoot twice at the wizard. So could I get 2 more D20s in chat for her shots, please? By whoever feels like shooting at a wizard.
Didn't mean to shout that at you, Trollord Games. I don't know why caps lock was on. Another 13. Good on you.
Plus 4 is a 17.
And
I
a
think that...
19 from Black Rose Darkthorn. An 18 from Scrappy the Goblin as well. We will take that for the next one. Thank you very much. Omi got a 2.
So get an 18 and a 2 for the next 2 rolls I need. Alright, so we got 13, 14, 15. And then an 18. So yeah, she hits him twice.
Yeah.
Both arrows thud into the wizard. And he is going to take 2d8 of damage. So that's a 2. A 1. Plus
a
4,
dex.
so 3. So 7 points of damage. So he's not dead. But
Not dead yet.
I'm not dead yet. And it's his turn.
Uh-huh.
So I feel like...
Probably Beryl.
mm,
Beryl is wet.
Yes, but she's also got a bosun between her and the wizard. And a Garrett.
That's
The-
not the way I imagined it. I imagined she was behind the bosun and therefore has interposed herself between the bosun and the wizard.
Yes, that's what I said. We're agreeing.
Okay, good. So
Did I word that badly? That's
yeah,
what I meant.
I think you were. I thought you were saying the opposite.
He doesn't have a direct line of sight on Beryl because the bosun's in the way.
No, that's not what I said at all. I said the opposite of that. She would have appeared between the bosun and the wizard.
Right. Sorry.
Because the bosun was facing Garrett. The bosun would have been between the wizard and Garrett.
Cool.
Yeah? And then she is now between the wizard and the bosun.
Right, so she's there. Cool. So yeah, he probably would go for you, actually.
Probably, and she's got her back to him as well.
And Trinity's still partially concealed behind the mast.
Yes. But Trinity is shooting at her. However, Beryl has done an awful lot of magic damage.
Tell you what, let's leave it to chance. 1, he goes for Trinity. 2, he goes for Beryl. Could someone roll me a D2?
Omi, you're rolling low at the moment.
Exclamation mark, roll space 2.
Heck,
1
actually,
for Trinity, 2 for Beryl.
I am ambivalent about the way this works out because Beryl probably has more hit points than Trinity.
Trinity's
A 2, it goes for Beryl.
goes for Beryl. He's like, that woman's annoying, but that one is wet and in prime position for some fucking lightning. So yeah. I will roll to hit with the lightning damage. Can't remember anything off the top of my head. What is it plus? What is his plus for this?
Does it beat 15?
It's 11 on the dice, and it won't be plus 4, so he misses. Lightning hits the deck next to Beryl, but
oh no! Rubber-soled shoes!
But she remains unharmed, if a little startled. It's Ratnus's turn. There's a juicy-looking bosun there, or she can go for the wizard up on the deck.
Well, Beryl is now up on the deck. Beryl will say, "Ratnus, get the wizard. Go that one, the big, the scary one." Beryl is grappled, right?
Beryl is grappled, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So Ratnus. I think when we summoned, it wasn't that Beryl could do very much in way of in controlling it. It's really just
she
a
can
friend.
certainly point.
Yeah. Shall we? Why don't we say an animal handling check to convince it to do what she wants? +1. 16.
Yeah, Ratnus is like,
all right, on it, boss. Would because she's moved a little bit, would she be close enough to get up there?
Because she would have had to move closer to the wizard to get to the captain, so she's close enough to now get to the wizard this time.
Cool. Don't be that guy, but wouldn't the wizard have advantage due to Beryl being grappled? To hit. Yeah, technically speaking. I have it that it's only melee, but you could well be right. Like, thinking about it logically, she can't move very much, so she can't dodge, so yes. I would also argue that she's wet and conductive. So...
all the invitation I need.
Just the logical there.
Holy shit, you shouldn't have talked me into it. He just crit succeeded.
Oh.
She gets... But, the bosun's got a fucking metal hook in. So I'm gonna say that you both are gonna take this.
Very well. I'll take that.
So Beryl's gonna get hit by this, but so's the bosun, because he's got a bit of metal stuck into you.
Grapple creature's speed is reduced to 0. That's it.
Okay, then you're off the hook.
Well, I don't mind this because we're wet. I'll take it.
You'll take it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I don't see why not.
Alrighty. That's D12 lightning damage.
If he's taking it too.
Yep. Which one's my D12? Am I blind? Where's it gone? I lost it. I lost my D12.
It's the one that you never use.
Lie, I totally use it. Using it right now. That is 7.
Beryl takes 7 damage.
Beryl takes 7 damage, and so does the bosun. Well, actually, let's say he takes half. Because because he's getting secondary
yeah.
transference.
Yeah.
I think that's fair, given I totally threw that in there. I didn't have to hurt him, but I
No.
thought it was fair.
The ever-elusive wet condition. I just think, yeah, mechanically it does sort of make sense that he would have advantage. Jesus Christ, woman.
Oh, my light just fell down. Okay. Nothing's broken. I'm okay. If anyone's listening to this without looking at the screen, they're going to be so confused right now.
Bishop Blood, you reckon start casting sleep? I'm good.
No, Beryl apparently has decided death.
Yeah.
Right. The wizard fries both of you, but there is an angry, vicious rat heading straight for him.
That does not get advantage on its attacks now, but so it really depends on what his armor class is. Is it 12?
12, but he can cast mage armor.
That's not a reaction. That's an
Oh
action.
shit! No, it's not. Equals beats. He's gonna get bit by the rat.
Got a 7 on the dice.
7 points.
Ratness. No. Max damage though, so 6.
How does Ratness do
What?
this? I'm just gonna remind everyone that this is Ratness's 3rd kill.
In this fight, 4th this evening. Ratness is a finisher.
She is. She
like
waits till they're down below
maximum-
6 hit points and then just.
Absolute max damage she can do is 6
Yeah.
on a good hit.
And he was down to 4, so he only had 4 left.
Oh wow.
How would you like to kill the wizard?
I don't know. You describe it. It's your turn. I'm trying to think of something other than a crotch kill.
Let us say that he had his arm outstretched, the lightning arcing from his fingers towards Ratness's beloved Beryl, as much as Ratness is capable of feeling love and attachment, and she latches onto his arm, piercing
Ooh.
the crucial artery.
Not the sleep artery.
Yes, she hits the sleep artery with unerring precision, and
And
the
he-
wizard crumples to the deck.
Goes to sleep.
It is Beryl's turn. She needs to roll a strength check to see if she can escape the hook grapple.
Only if she wants to.
If she wants to stay grappled, she can do so.
Oh, no, as in because you have to use your action to get out of a grapple.
Oh, right.
Beryl is instead going to look at this guy and cast sleep.
Could someone roll me a d20 in chat, please, to see if he can...
No,
Oh, he can't resist, can he?
no, it's I roll how many hit points worth of people I put to sleep.
Right. Roll me how many hit points?
Let's find out. I have a 2nd level spell slot left, so I'm going to burn that just in case. It is, which will be 2d8, so 7d8. It's probably enough, right?
Unless you roll all once. But not jinx it, huh?
No, it's quite a lot. It's 28.
Oh yeah, he goes down. He's asleep.
I don't know if it's possible to do it on just him, because he's sandwiched between me and Garrett.
It's 28
Well,
in total.
I can actually work away. I can actually sort of work around him, and
It won't be enough to put Garrett to sleep as well.
okay, cool. Well, I'll do it. And Garrett's eyes sort of flutter closed, and I'm like, Garrett, don't drop out on me yet. Yeah, he collapses to the ground, and I say, quick, tie that one up. Rat. Oh, wow. Oh
The
no!
bloodied corpses of rat-bitten pirates litter the deck of the Sea Ghost. Yasin,
I will also, like, I have to wait a turn to do it. But like perhaps.
Well, you're out of combat now. Everyone
yeah.
who's fighting you is dead or unconscious. So.
So I rush over and I healing word Yasin for my final first level spell slot.
How many hit points does he regain?
Probably not. No, it's not even 1d4. 1d6 is. He gets 2. 2 plus my spellcasting ability modifier, which is 4, so 6.
So Yasin is awake again with 6 hit points.
Yeah, no, I mean, sleep affects the person with the lowest health first.
Which is convenient, because if it was the other way around, you would have knocked out Garrett.
Yeah. And it's creatures in 20 feet. Yeah.
All right. Just a reminder, you still have your friend in the boat down below who's just sitting there, looking after the boat, still charmed, being a good boy.
I lean over the side, and I say, what was his name?
Good question. What was his name? It's written down here somewhere. Give me a sec. I can't remember.
I say to him, would you mind taking our good friend, our good mutual... Bjorn. Bjorn, dear, would you mind taking our good friend, Trinity here, back and going getting your other friends from the cave? I think we'd probably best get them all out on the boat now.
Sure thing, Beryl!
Oh, good on you. Thank you so much, Bjorn. You're a really helpful guy.
You don't have to be with him to maintain the charm?
Nope.
No,
he is charmed by me.
He will take Trinity and go back to shore and load up his unconscious and bound friends.
Must
no, they'll be conscious again now.
Yeah, definitely. They would have woken up before we left. The charm ends if it lasts for an hour, and it ends if me or any of my friends do anything harmful to him. The charmed creature regards me as a friendly acquaintance. When the spell ends, it knows he was charmed by me. But other than that, yeah, as long as it hasn't been an hour.
It has not been an hour.
The range is 30 feet, but that doesn't have to be maintained, and it's not a concentration spell.
It's a great spell.
It is a great spell.
It's probably about half done by now, though.
Yeah.
So he will probably be about to be uncharmed by the time they go back with these guys.
Yeah. Fair enough. And we tie up the bosun. I am out of magic, so I cannot save the lives of anybody else. Not that I'm of any particular mind to do so.
Yeah. I think everyone's injured except for Ratnus.
Oh, yeah.
Ratnus is totally fine.
Ratnus cannot really take a hit. Ratnus has 7 hit points.
Yeah, all of them had to do was hit her once, but none of them got a chance.
And Steven's fine. The Sturge.
Oh, yeah. Stephen the Bat has fluttered off into the night. He's had a great day.
He's like, look, I had to spend an hour or so in a bag, but otherwise...
He had an exciting adventure, and then he went for a ride. And
I'm going to go back to my attic, I think.
So, yes.
Got to feed. Beryl will, give Ratness a pat. And say, good job. Well done. You're such a good rat. I'm very happy with you.
It's like, I'm such a good rat.
Preens a little bit, but I get a shoulder rat.
I've got a bunny behind me.
Do you?
Mm-hmm. You are on the deck of the ship. It is now yours. You have taken the Sea Ghost.
I'm gonna. I would
explore now if you want.
So we tie up the bosun, I think. Make sure he's all tied up. See to any wounds that he has. And patch up the others as much as I can. How's Garrett looking, hit point wise?
Garrett got down to 18, so he's...
Oh, he's
okay.
Alright.
He's okay.
He's better than I am. I'm on 11.
Yeah. You took a couple of hits.
Well, that was deliberate.
Yes.
I was very much trying to meet Shield by the end of it, because I was the healthy one. Yeah. Cool. Well, yeah, I definitely go and check out down below. I would actually take Garrett with me. I'm like, I want to make sure there's nothing else on board that's problematic. So we tie up this one, and Yasin Garrett and I will go down and sort of check out the rest of the boat.
Sorry, I can't hear you anymore. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I'm not muted or anything.
Oh. Apparently this half of my earbuds no longer works. There you go.
Oh, there you go. Excellent. Try twisting it in its connector.
Oh, that's okay. This is why I have 2 earbuds and I only ever wear one at a time.
Yeah.
Alrighty. You can explore the ship. Where would you like to go first? You're on the main deck. You can go down through
the poop cabin.
You would like to go into the poop cabin? If you are standing at the mast looking towards the poop deck, there is a door on the left and a door on the right, and 2 sets of stairs going down.
I would take the door on the right.
The right.
Don't we always go right first?
Yeah, who started that crazy rule? All right, you find yourself in Pulkatar's cabin, which was the Wizard.
Yeah. It's now a nastily gnawed corpse on the poop deck.
Old gaping hole in his arm. This appears to be one of the master cabins. The furnishings and fittings are good quality. The place is tidy. There is a single bunk made up with bed linen, and its head is against the bulkhead running along the center line of the ship. There's a polished wooden table in the center of the room that's bolted down. There's a silver bowl with fruit in it, a silver carafe half full of red liquid, and a silver goblet. There are 2 chairs, just 2 wooden chairs. There's also a padded chair. There's also a wooden brass-bound chest. Next to it are sitting a pair of highly polished black boots, and from the center of the ceiling hangs an unlit lantern.
Bishop Blood and corpses release upon death. So, actually, fun story. Very rarely.
Josh would know.
I would know. Bishop Blood, I used to work in the funeral trade. I used to be an undertaker. Corpses rarely do that. Because any expulsion of fluid requires muscular contraction. They're just sort of sacks at that point. So, unless you jiggle them real bad, your big worry actually with a corpse is vomit. So there you go. I've had a vomit. I've had a corpse throw up on me, but I've never had one pee on me. You have to squeeze them real bad, and you don't want to do that. People soiling the poop deck. My money don't jiggle. Oh, dread. Thank you for that contribution. My corpses don't jiggle. Yeah, I've had the thing. Dead set, the most terrifying thing I've ever experienced in my entire life is we picked up a little old lady who'd passed away sitting up, and so we went and got her, and we popped her onto the trolley, and we strapped her down so that she'd fit into the trailer, into the van that we had. The ambulance. They technically are actually ambulances. And strapped her down so that she would fit. Got her back to the depot. Set about getting ready to put her into the freezer. And we unstrapped her so that we could work on her a little bit. Like, work her over. No, like, you apply...
looting the corpse.
Stuff. You apply a mixture of liquids to the skin of the face so that it doesn't dry out and get all nasty in the freezer. We turned her back for a couple of minutes to do some paperwork, turned around, and she'd sat up. Because rigor. And we both jumped out of our skins. The person I was with there had been in the funeral trade for over a decade. Neither of us had seen anything like this before. And we're just like, Jesus fucking Christ! Possibly the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life. And her eyes had come open as well. Very, very upsetting. We realized that, no, she was still dead. Yeah. Corpses are weird. Lizelle, I have to leave now. What a segue to break into. Interesting. So that's one of the anti-myths that's actually originally false and then was proven re-false. Curious. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's complete false. Did you bash its head in? No, I restrained myself. It was a good 20 feet away at the time, so I was just like, no, okay, all right, fine, Jesus. Fortunately,
But
it was
when
in a
people
large...
ask, what is it like to work in the funeral trade, they usually get that
story. That one and burying the big guy in London. Yeah. Which was it's a whole thing, so I'm not going to share that one.
Yes, because you're standing in the wizard's cabin.
Yeah, looking
and you can
around.
Poke around if you
Would you like me to make an investigation check?
Yes.
I'll do it right now, Omi. Discord. Welcome aboard, Omi. Good to see you. Verify. Boom. Done. Yeah. Investigation check.
Go ahead.
Investigation. +5. 24. It's a 19 on the dice. It does wear off, Bishop Blood. It takes about 6 hours, but yes, it does wear off.
Other than the things I've already described, so the silver bowl of fruit, the carafe, the goblet, there's the chest you can see, there's the polished boots. But while poking around, you also find a robe behind the door that has no particular value.
Any books?
No books.
Interesting.
You can further examine the chest.
I will examine the chest.
Yes, roll an intelligence check.
Straight intelligence?
Straight intelligence.
Interesting. That's a 16.
It is booby-trapped.
Ooh. Oh, Garrett. This is booby-trapped. Must be good.
If you would like to try and unlock
fresh out of magic,
so you can roll a dexterity check.
I mean, we could wait. If I have a good night's sleep, I could just shatter the thing broken, but we could try and open it. Why don't we try and open it? Dex check?
Yes, it is a dexterity check to open it without setting off the trap.
Hand?
Straight dexterity check.
Straight dex? Very well.
Straight dex to disarm the trap.
Okay. Oh, crit fail. Pretty sure. Yeah, crit fail.
Oh dear, you do trigger the trap.
Not ideal.
As you try to carefully jimmy open the wizard's
It's a pirate mimic.
Cloud of noxious gas
Ah!
erupts from the chest in a 5-foot radius. You must roll a Constitution saving throw. Both of you and Garrett.
Con save.
Could we get a con save in chat for Garrett, please? D20.
12.
Beryl rolled a 12?
Yeah.
Congratulations, you're not knocked unconscious by how bad this smells.
Oh, good. Oh, you know what else I need to do? Ratness, however, gets a 3.
Yeah, Ratness is going to pass out. She's not dead.
Oh no, Ratness!
She's just unconscious.
I'm now cradling an unconscious giant rat, much the same way I would cradle Ciri. Bishop Blood got a 14, so Garrett's
Garrett
also
is
fine.
Totally fine. I rolled for him as well, but he saved both of them. So it stinks. It stings your eyes and mouth a bit. It's not nice. You might want to retreat until it clears.
Crack a window. I'm gonna prestidigitate the smell away.
You do so. It will linger for about... Oh, hang on. I will roll to see how long it's going to last.
Well, why don't we just go and check out the other room? Oh, that's foul.
It'll take about a minute for this.
Hold up, I'm just going to go and kick the corpse.
It'll disperse after about a minute.
Good. And I carry the I've got Ratness under one arm now.
Yeah. She'll wake up in a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
She's not long-term harmed, but
let's go and have a look at the other room. Ugh, yuck.
You go into the I'm assuming just the cabin next door?
Yeah.
Yes, this is the captain's cabin. It also has a single bed made up with linen. It has a writing desk set against the hull with a drawer on each side and 3 trays on top. There's an ink pot, a couple of quill pens, a small knife, and a pewter container that resembles a pepper pot. There's also an upright wooden chair, another wooden brass-bound chest, There's also a padded leather couch.
Oh.
In front of it is a bearskin rug.
Oh. Sigurd did look like a fancy guy, didn't he?
And again, there's an unlit lantern hanging as well.
Sure. So it's fairly dark in here?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, of course. They were running dark.
Beryl have
I have dark vision. I'm a dwarf.
Yeah.
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 So Garrett can't see for shit, but I'm fine. Maybe we light a lantern.
Yeah, one assumes you've lit a lantern. There's no
Yeah.
need to be like, the lanterns are out because it was trying to be discreet, but
Yeah.
Yes, you can roll to investigate this room.
I will. Come on, another good one. 18, not bad.
18, pretty good. As you poke around, there is a metal box.
I would
Hidden
first
under-
put the rat in the bed and tuck it in. And then I look under the bed and find a metal box.
Yes, you find a metal box under the couch.
I start looking under the bed, and then as I look over across the room, I can see a little metal box under the couch. I go, oh, Garrett. I hope this one doesn't smell so bad. Maybe we should take it outside to open it. Anything else?
Yes, the box is locked.
Yeah,
you
that
can examine
figures.
it to see if it is also booby-trapped.
I will. Deeply suspicious at this point. A 9.
You can't find a trap.
Right. Doesn't look trapped. I don't know I rolled a 9. I think I did a great job. Let's try and crack that lock then.
Alrighty, roll a dexterity check
Oh. To break the lock?
to open the
I don't find a key, none? In the room?
Nope, you do not find a key.
I'm like, I don't think it's trapped, but also, there's probably a key, right? Maybe it's on the captain, so maybe I'll go outside and check the captain's body. Is there anything else in the room that my investigation check would have location?
Can examine the desk.
Yep.
What was your
18.
18? The 2 drawers on the desk are locked, but you can go through the trays.
Mm-hmm.
So that container that looked like a pet pot is actually full of fine sand, presumably for casting over ink.
Sure. Yeah.
One contains bills and receipts for various marine-based items. So
Sure.
ropes, supplies.
A ledger,
nothing-
exactly.
Yeah.
For keeping a boat running.
You also find several letters of a personal and intimate nature from 3 different women in 3 different ports, each of which is under the misapprehension that she is Mrs. Sigurd Snaked Eyes. Dude has 3 wives.
Yeah.
You also find a curious and not particularly well-written document requesting a further supply of ironware as per previous consignments and at the agreed terms.
Oh.
The signature here is a form of a pictograph and shows a lizard with a forked tongue extended.
Oh. Now that is interesting. The salty sea dog, that one, yes. Well, that's quite interesting. This here, there is, I think, something that the council down in Bottledown are probably going to want to know about. Let's go and see if we've got any keys on him, because then we could get into this desk, as well as that box. I'm really reluctant to open any more boxes. Let's go and check the bodies.
All right. You can go and search the captain's body.
Mm-hmm.
See if you can find some keys.
Yep. Boom, 23.
Holy shit, you find the keys in his belt patch.
To search the body is plural. I would also like to search the wizard.
You would belatedly find the key to his chest as well.
Great.
And just let me quickly double check. Sorry, I gotta get back to the right thing. Yeah, he has a quarterstaff on him as well. And
It's a stick. I don't need it. I'm
he
good
has a
for sticks.
quarterstaff and a couple of pieces of like arcane focused items.
Yeah.
That he was using for his spells. But,
Sure. No spell book?
Not. Does a deck wizard would he have a spell book?
Probably, but if it doesn't say so, no.
It does not say he's carrying his spell book.
Weird. Okay. Probably, it doesn't really matter. Nobody can use it.
Right. Do you go back to the?
Have the three arrived yet? The prisoners?
I'll say not yet. I'll say
Okay.
it's been about 10 minutes. It'll take him about 20 minutes
Sure.
to make the round trip. Load
Very
everyone
well.
up.
Okay. Great. So, I'd go back in and open the box, probably out on the deck.
The wizard's box.
No, I would, firstly the metal box from the captain.
The captain? All right. The chest contains 10 electrum ingots.
Ooh.
They are worth about 100 EP each.
Electrum pieces. Electrum is worth 5 gold, I think.
That is a big old bounty you just found.
Yeah. Pretty sure. Inventory. An electrum is worth 2 gold pieces.
2 gold pieces?
Oh no, sorry, it's half a gold is an electrum.
Half a gold.
Yeah.
So 1,000. So it's worth about 500 gold pieces.
Oh, electrum is an alloy of silver and gold. There you go, Bishop.
Learning things.
Thank you. And yeah, it's worth half
If you
a
could
gold.
find a suitable buyer, it'd be worth about 500 gold pieces.
The whole lot.
The whole lot altogether.
Wow. Nice. Sure. Well, they probably have a mint, right?
As you have now opened up the box with the key, you can see that there's a little blade trap.
Ooh.
So if you'd opened it without disarming it, it would have slashed at you.
Yeah.
It's a nifty box.
That's why it's a good box. I like the box. Might keep the box.
You can keep the box.
How small is the box? I should chuck it in the bag of holding, Garrett. Garrett's just like got this big sack, Santa-sized sack. We just throw shit in. I'm like, ooh, nice. Chuck that in. In fact,
it does. It just says large. It says large box.
Yeah.
So you can.
It wouldn't be 10 foot by 10 foot, so yeah, that's fine. That would be a very big box.
Let's say, given what's inside it, let's say it's about the size of like a large shoe box, like a boot shoe.
That's imagining what I was imagining. Cool. All right, and how about the other one?
Like
The wizard's box. Unfortunately, it must be confiscated for evidence. This is a police operation, after all. I have no idea what you're talking about. We didn't find any electrum on this ship at all. Did we, Yasin, whose shirt is bulging with the shape of an electrum ingot? Because Beryl fully intends to share.
Oh, good for her. Cool. There are the 2 locked drawers in the desk that you can unlock as well.
I probably would have done that first then, yeah, actually. Because I would have had to go back in for the box. And look in the chest drawers.
Cool. You find 2 red potions. Another small bottle that says antitoxin on the side.
Would that be for the blade?
Mayhaps. You also find another key.
Ooh.
A large, sturdy key.
Large, sturdy key. Interesting.
You also find, that's the first drawer. Has 2 red potions in bottles.
2 red potions.
And a small vial labelled antitoxin.
Red
And the large key.
potion.
And the second drawer contains 7 maps of various sea and coastal localities. These are professionally made maps. They are very
Ooh,
nice.
nice.
But there is also a crudely drawn map showing a small promontory beside a river.
Maps and a key.
You would need to compare it. You would need to show it to someone.
We'll probably have to go back to Battle Down and figure out exactly what this is.
You'll probably have to show it to someone who might be familiar with the area.
Yep. All right.
You do anything else in here?
I check on Ratness to make sure she's sleeping all right.
Oh, Ratness will have woken up by now.
Yeah.
So she's probably curled up. She's comfy. She's having a good time.
It's like, good Ratness, you have a nice little snooze. Yeah, we go in and check out the
wizard's chest.
The wizard's chest.
Which you now have the key to, so you can open it.
Hopefully they didn't damage anything inside it.
It holds the wizard's clothing, a leather purse with 50 gold pieces in it, so this is proving to be a very profitable voyage indeed. There's also the spellbook. The wizard's spellbook is
there. It is. There it is.
Now have his spellbook. There is also a spell scroll.
Ooh. Of?
Gust of Wind. So you now have in your possession a spell scroll.
You can cast Gust of Wind. Gust of Wind.
So that is the two cabins under the poop deck.
550 GP worth of stuff. Nice. I come out and I'm reluctant to go downstairs and search the rest of the ship, like just in case there's any nasty surprises downstairs, until Trinity gets back and we've got our full force.
I would say that it's probably taking you about 20 minutes to go through both rooms and find the keys and unlock everything. And
so Trinity's...
So Trinity will return with the soon-to-not-be charmed Bjorn.
Yep.
And the other bound prisoners who look pissy.
Yeah. Hey, and as we get them up on deck, and the bodies as well. I wouldn't have wanted to leave any bodies there. We lay them out and I'd just say, I don't know what you're looking so upset about. Could have killed you, like these lot. It would have been literally easier. Because I could have just cast Shatter.
These are all low-level sailors.
Yeah, they would have just died.
Yeah. So you have captured the bosun, who is tied up.
Yep.
Sleep only lasts a minute, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, they're all awake now. So you have the bosun, you have 3 of the standard crew members, and you have the first mate who is charmed.
Bjorn is the first mate. Wow. All right. Well, that's good. Great. Well, so Bjorn, is there anybody else on board this boat that I don't know about? Maybe anybody below deck?
Is this to Bjorn?
Yes.
He's like, oh yeah, there's other people on the boat.
Who else is on board?
Well, we've got 3 clients in one of the forecastle cabins, and we've got a prison down below.
A prison?
Prisoner.
Prisoner. All right. Who's the prisoner?
Oh, not sure. It's an elf of some kind.
An elf of some kind. All right. Why are they a prisoner?
Oh, he snuck on the boat.
Why?
He snuck aboard the boat, and we caught him.
All right. Well, if there's a prison downstairs, that sounds mighty convenient. Well, why don't we bring these fine people down and have a look at how big the prison is? Maybe we can get them all in there. Yeah, we would like to go downstairs.
He takes you down the right-hand staircase, so the staircase below the wizard's cabin.
Uh-huh. And the four of us, Ratness, I would have called Ratness out of the cabin, just as much backup as necessary, if necessary. We take him down.
Yeah. Let me just double check.
How much longer of Bjorn do we have? Couple more minutes? Hoping to get him into the cell before it wears off.
Yeah, you had about 10 minutes from when he got back on the boat.
Yeah, right.
Cool. So you come down into what appears to be Bosun's cabin.
Ah.
So there's a plain wooden table with a pewter flagon and a mug. There's a wooden chair. There's an unlit lantern. There's a cage with a sleeping parrot in it.
Amazing.
And there's a hammock. And there's a sea chest as well.
I'm not here to loot. I'm here to get people into a prison. I'm going to loot the ship later.
As soon as you enter, the parrot wakes up and squawks, goes, "Pieces of 8! Pieces of 8! Pieces of 8!" And then puts his head under his wing and goes to sleep.
Okay. Right. Does it always do that?
Yes.
Right.
Sorry,
okay.
the prisoner.
Yeah, please.
So when you walk into this room, there is another. Hang on, let me double check. Yes. There's no obvious other kind of area. This is clearly not the prison cell. This is the bosun's cabin. So he walks towards the rear of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
What would you assume would be the back of the ship, but it's not actually. He does a quick little fiddle, and a concealed door pops open.
Oh, show me how that works.
You want me to just close it again?
Yeah, close it up. I want to see how it works. That looks really neat. You must be quite clever to do that. I just wondered how it works.
Do you want to try and do it yourself, or do you want him to show you?
I want to make sure I can do it.
Oh, right. There's a knot in the wood.
Ah, right. Okay.
And if you press that.
That's right. Clever, isn't it? Oh, wow. Okay, sorry. Carry on, Bjorn.
He opens the door again, and inside is a 4-foot wide area. It's very cramped. This is a small little
like a cupboard.
And inside is a slim humanoid figure who is chained to the hull. This is a sea elf.
Oh. Hello.
He is cowering.
I say in Elvish. Hello there. You alright?
Hello. You're not one of them.
No. I'm very much of the mind of anyone who's a friend of an enemy of my enemy is a friend of mine, but maybe not, you know. So I just, but we'll probably let you go. Why are they holding you?
Oh, we had seen the ship passing several times, and were concerned. I was ordered to sneak on board and find out what they were doing, but I was captured.
Ah. Can I insight that?
Yes, go right ahead.
21?
Yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah, cool. So he seems legit, so cool. What's your name? I'm Beryl.
Oceanus.
Oceanus. All right, cool. Nice to meet you, Oceanus. This key that I found, would that possibly be to his manacles?
If you try it in the lock, that is what it does.
All right.
So you can unlock him and free him.
Yeah. All right. Sure. So,
you can ask him more questions.
Yeah.
You can.
I'm like, so Oceanus, I'm just gonna let me help you out there now. Bjorn, would you do me an amazing favor?
Yes.
Would you just stand here, where Oceanus was?
Okay.
And I'm just gonna try these on you because I want to make sure they fit for the person I'm intending. All right. And I put them on. I tie him up using the manacles.
He's still charmed. He's probably only got a few minutes left, so he lets you do it.
Yeah, cool. And say, all right, well, you just wait here, and I'll go back and get the next person, all right? Good on you, Bjorn. Thank you. And as I step back out, I close the door and probably deliberately stop casting charm person.
You hear an indignant, "Oi! Let me out!" Yep.
I will do, but you at this point, really, you might as well just shush. How are you at sailing boats, Oceanus? We're a little short on crew right now.
I imagine I can be of some use.
Great.
Some experience with seafaring vessels. I would appreciate some food if that could be arranged.
Sure. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, absolutely. We are just doing a quick once-over of the boat to make sure... Here, no, she goes into her pocket and gets some rations. She's like, just, ship's biscuit and so forth, but, that'll keep it going for a little while.
He takes it gratefully, and he says, "Unfortunate," and he'll tell you he can't tell you anything about the rest of the ship because he pretty much snuck on, got knocked out, and woke up in there.
Rough. Well, the captain's dead, as is the ship's wizard. The bosun's unconscious, and that's the first mate. How's Yasin? Is he alright?
And he's fine. Like, he's banged up, but he's all right.
Yeah.
You healed him up. He's not doing so good. He's a bit...
It doesn't look like the best place to keep the others, so maybe we take them back up on deck, climb to the mast? That way they'll be, we'll be able to keep watch on them and operate the boat at the same time.
Yeah, it's only a few hours back to Bottle Down.
So I
am
mildly concerned about what Bjorn said about the chaps up. They've got clients on board who must have heard something, because I cast Shatter twice. Interesting that they haven't opted to do anything. Been a fair amount of shouting and yelling, and Garrett and I were not quiet about our disgust with the smell on that chest as well. So yeah, we take the others up and lash them to the mast. The 4 prisoners we've got.
Are they gagged at all, or are they free to
They would have
speak?
been gagged, yes.
Okay.
I might consider ungagging the bosun to ask about the clients.
He kind of glares at you and doesn't say anything.
All right. Well, Beryl will be like, well, I mean, you can tell me what I want to know, or I can just kill you right now.
We're in the forecastle cabin.
Yeah. Who are they?
The lizard folk.
Okay, good. That's useful information. Do they speak common?
Yes.
Good. And are they likely to be unpleasant if I went in there?
Well, I haven't attacked you yet.
No, and
they
that's
basically said they
me.
wouldn't interfere. So
Right.
if you don't attack them, they'll probably,
just hang out. Good to know. Thanks very much. I won't kill you. Good on you. Congratulations. And then I gag him again.
He's not impressed about that.
I'm sure he's not. Dead Fox, good on you. Hey, good evening. Thanks for joining us. All right.
Yes, if you head to the forecastle, there is a cabin on the right, which is kind of the direction he jerked his head in.
Mm-hmm.
But there is also one on the left, and there are stairs going down again on the left-hand side.
Well, given that we know they're in the front now, Oceanus, what's the deal? What would you like at this point?
Sorry, say again?
What would you like at this point, Oceanus? A square meal and a drop off back where you came from? We're taking the ship to Bottle Down at this point.
Oceanus is happy to assist you to return the boat to Bottle Down. Yes, and he's happy to find his own way back home from there.
Oh, right, okay. Well, good. Glad I can help, and thank you for yours. Sure. Well,
He does note that his possessions were in. That his possessions will be somewhere on the ship. So.
oh, that's probably true. Well,
He would like them returned if possible.
no, of course you would. I pick up one of the short swords that was dropped during the fight and hand it to him and say, "Have that for the now. You and you can help me do a bit of a search. Garrett, Trinity, you and Yasin. Yasin, how are you? You all right? You got a little banged up there. I did a bit of magic on you, but that's all I had left, I'm afraid."
Yasin kind of slaps his own chest and "Oh, fine.
Cool,
Taking
cool.
worse hits than this.
Good. All right. Well,
I was
Trinity,
barely unconscious.
Trinity, Yasin. We don't think we think there are lizard folk in the front cabin, but we also don't think they'll do anything. So keep your weapons on you, but don't actually open the doors. We're going to search the rest of the ship. Oceanus, Garrett, and I, and Ratness, we'll search the rest of the ship, and then we'll come back up, and the 6 of us will have a conversation with the 3 lizard folk in that cabin, maybe tomorrow morning, when I'm feeling a little better. Because Beryl is quite badly scorched. She has prestidigitated herself dry, but is still like, yeah, that was a fight. That was a thing. So that's the plan. We're gonna go looking for Oceanus' stuff. And yeah, so we'll do a once over on the rest of the ship, avoiding the front 2 cabins.
Yeah, basically you can go down into the other cabin behind the poop deck end. Which is the first mate's cabin. It's similar to the other things. It has a sea chest. It has a storage box. It does have 2 books on the table.
Oh. Garrett books.
Garrett rushes over to look at the books. They are Principles of Navigation by Darkorma and Legal Distinctions in Letter of Marque by Tazar.
Ooh.
They're quite nice books. They'd probably be worth 10 gold pieces each.
Yeah. Navigation.
The chest is not locked. It's clothes and a pair of boots.
Cool. Yeah, nothing of any significant note or value other than the 2 books.
You can throw, if you roll, could you roll a perception check for me, please?
Perception. Very well. Ooh, 21.
Wow, okay. There is a brass box under the bed that is locked.
Oh. Any keys? I didn't search Bjorn, and he's locked up now.
Yeah, if he has the key on him, he's locked up. But
that's all right.
With that higher perception check, you also find a secret door very similar to the one in which Oceanus was imprisoned at.
Would have been logical to look for. Is there anybody in it?
No, but it contains 8 large, irregularly shaped bundles wrapped in oilskin and bound with light rope.
Of course, they're smugglers.
You have found the secret cache.
Nice. What? I'm gonna gingerly open one of them.
Does the D5 exist? Could someone roll me a D5 in chat, please?
It's just a random number generator, so yeah.
Cool. Exclamation mark roll space 5 to see which bundle you open.
2. Thanks, Bishop Blood.
You find a bundle of 10 long swords wrapped up.
They're smuggling weapons. I would open a second, number 3.
You find shields in this one.
And armaments. Good. Bad. Really. Not great. But interesting. Stabby stab. Yeah. Would I be able to guess where these were made? Certainly who they were made for? Like, these aren't halfling-sized weapons. These are
These are regular sized weapons for normal people. There's no identification on the bundles, and there's
like
just
stylistically, these are elven made or what?
They're not distinctive in that way.
Okay.
They're probably human made.
Probably human made. All right. War profiteering, possibly bishop blood or war starting. There isn't a major war going on right now. There hasn't been a major war for quite a while, actually, in this world. Although this area is a bit has a bit of a history. So that's interesting. But yeah, I mean, probably Garrett maybe wants a shield. These might be a bit big for him, though.
For a halfling, probably yes.
Technically speaking, I'm medium, but I'm not proficient with shields. Well, no one says you can't use what you're finding. Yeah, except that it's just like size-wise not that bigger. So a lighter sentence then. Good for them, I guess. Yeah. Oh yeah, look. They've done a lot of bad things. Well, fortunately, most of them are dead, so we don't have to work that out. It's more like who they're working for. They've got their clients on board who are lizard folk, which is mighty interesting. Cool. All right. Well, we found the brig and the place where they keep their stuff. 10 shields and 10 longswords. Even if it's 50 longswords, it's not like it's quite a bit of money, but that's not going to win you a war.
Oh, that is, you can go from this room out into the main hold of the ship, if you choose to do so.
I would.
And in here... so
smugglers, Omi, don't you give me none of that. They are smugglers, not pirates. Who's going to throw shade at you for killing and looting pirates?
You are now in the cargo hold. It's a massive storage space in the center of the ship. There is a lit lantern in here, presumably because there's no windows. So it's quite well lit. You can see a hatch that would presumably go down into the bilge of the ship.
Yep. And is it full of stuff?
It is full of stuff.
My favorite full of stuff.
There are bolts of cloth and there's also casks. There are bolts of cloth and casks. There's also a large crate that has all been well secured.
You want to check out that crate? Lootin' and dootin'.
The crate is not locked, but it would be like lashed down. So you'd have to untie it.
I'll untie it and have a look.
Yeah, it's got high quality mining tools inside.
Oh. Like, well, this isn't being smuggled, so it's just cargo. I mean, well, as I was saying, that's not valuable enough to make the trip worth the bother. So they're a legitimate trader who also smuggles, which is fairly standard practice, I imagine. This is not really my area of legal expertise. But fancy. I mean, we have no need of them, so I'm not going to take them. And I imagine these could be stolen as well.
It's probably like
good likelihood.
You can examine the cloth and casks more closely if you want, or you can move on.
The casks, I would have a look. You know, I have brewer's proficiency.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Is it bottled down brandy?
Some of them have brandy in it. Some of them have wine.
Good. I'll take one of the wine, maybe. Any foodstuffs?
Not in here.
Okay.
But there is another space up the other end that has a
door.
That
that's what I would go look to next, because you don't want to keep anything of any value in the bilge.
Well, there's the cargo hold. The bilge
I know, but that's why I'm not going down to the bilge, because we're looking for stuff that's useful.
Yep. If you move through the cargo hold, so this will be apart from the bilge, this is the bottom level.
Yeah, and this will be
of the forecastle end.
Yeah.
This is the crew quarters.
Yeah.
You can see a stairway leading up and out of the room. There's hammocks. And there's sea chests that some are open, they just appear to have clothing
Yeah.
in them. There's also a table with benches that's bolted down. It's got some dirty plates on it. It's the crew's where they sleep.
Yeah.
And there's a curtained off area on one side.
I just have a quick look behind the curtain.
There are 2 foul-smelling buckets behind there.
Ah, okay.
There's nothing in them right now, but if you're smelling them,
Yeah. I'm like, oh,
you have a pretty good idea about what those are for.
this is the poop deck.
You can have a rummage around through the possessions if you like.
I'll have a quick investigation check.
Roll away.
12.
12. You find a pack of well-used greasy playing cards,
I'm good.
2 sets of dice, which if you roll them,
Oh, weighted.
one set is weighted. Yes.
I will take the weighted dice. Just for potential use.
You also find a book called Grog Hovels, which describes taverns and inns along the coastline suitable for patronage by a pirate.
I'll take it.
That's about it. There's not a lot of
Grog
down here.
Hovels.
Grog Hovels.
Excellent name. Book. And 1 set of weighted dice.
So you could go back out into the cargo hold, or you can take the stairs up into, it would be the,
Probably back into the hold and go down into the bilge. Because we're looking for his stuff. We haven't found it yet.
oh, the elf stuff?
Yeah.
I do apologize. His weapons were actually in the bosun's cabin.
Oh.
Which was...
When we first were, when we found him.
Yes, so he has his weapons back. Sorry, I missed that.
Well, we actually haven't gone in there yet, but... and we didn't search it. But we can we get to it from the main hold?
You can go back up into it if you like.
Yeah. That's probably where we go, but I will check the bilge first.
Oh, I do... Sorry, no, I screwed up. His weapons are inside the box you can't unlock. That's why you didn't find them.
Ah, right.
Hashtag spoilers. Sorry.
That's okay.
If you eventually if you either try and pick the lock on the bosun's box.
Oh, I was going to just break it. Garrett has a crowbar. That was what we were going to do.
Yep, if you can roll a dex check to see if you can break it open.
Athletics?
Oh, sorry, there'll be a strength check to break it open or a dex to try and pick the lock.
Yeah, with advantage because of the crowbar.
Yes.
So Garrett will make that strength check. It's like, stand back, Garrett's real good at this.
Right,
Beryl. All right.
Do you want to roll it or shall I?
Hey, it's
Oh,
your
should
character.
chat, actually.
Oh,
It's an
let's have chat
advantage.
do it.
We get 2 people to roll a d20 and chat. This will be a
2.
strength check for Garrett to break open the bosun's box.
The bosun's box.
The bosun's box.
It seems useful to law enforcement. Mining tools, yeah. Or the crowbar. Nat 20 from Dead
20!
Fox.
We don't even need another roll. That
Or a
sucker
6.
pops right open.
Told you. Told you it's good.
There are 200 silver pieces, a spear, a dagger, and a broken crossbow.
Broken crossbow?
Yeah, the weapons are Oceanus's. He is visibly sad that the crossbow is broken.
Well, if you had the captain had quite a nice one you could have. Replace your own.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Yeah,
Oh, the book on pirate safe ports. Yeah, that would be useful to law enforcement. And that's why I'm taking it.
yes, so that is in there.
And
so
no other
you
reason.
Did you want to go down into the bilge, or?
Yeah, do you say 200 gold?
200 silver pieces.
200 silver. Ah, alright. Which would be 20 gold.
So not nearly as much money to kind of the other captains.
Hey, look. 570. Yeah, let's go down into the bilge then, have a look.
All right. The bilge stretches the full width of the ship, and as far as you can see, the full length.
Yeah.
The bottom of the ship is covered in a thick layer of wet sand, on top of which is an inch or so of green, greasy water.
Yep. That's what bilges are.
You can hear some scuttling noises down here, which hint to life within.
Ratness?
And there's trash down here.
Yeah.
Clearly, they've just been throwing their rubbish down here.
It's a perfectly good river to throw it into. Why you put in the bilge? Can't empty the bilge.
The rubbish and kind of detritus is piled up more significantly around the base of the mast.
Right. Okay, but it doesn't look like there's anything stored down here, as there shouldn't be.
No, you can poke around anyway, but
I'm good.
Just from a glance.
I'm like looking at it, like, not worth it. I fell down a whale only like 4 days ago. No, it was more like a week and a half ago now, but yeah, I don't need any more of that. Cool. We will go back up to the deck.
Right. The only area of the ship you are now not explored is the upper deck forecastle cabins, in which you have been told 3 lizard folk are sitting.
Now, may I put this to you, my lovely? Do you want to continue? It is 11 p.m. Or
11
we
p.m.
could come back to this on Wednesday.
We could come back.
As we were intending to.
That's probably for the best. There are
There's still a bit to do.
Multiple rooms at the front of the forecastle that you can explore. And obviously there is a conversation you can have with the lizard folk.
And then we've got to get back to the port, and we've got to hand them over to the...
There's a little bit
There's a
still
bit of
to be
stuff
done.
to do. Yeah. So, yeah, I think that's a good plan. We'll come back. It'll be a bit of a later start on Wednesday, because I'm teaching until like 7:45. But so probably looking to start around 8:30, 8:45, basically as soon as we can after 8:30.
Whenever Josh gets back, and we will finish exploring the smuggler's boat and hopefully return it safely to Bottledown.
Neatly, it will be Ep11, so we will have had a full season of Mano a Mano, which is good because then we have a bit of a break of Mano a Mano for a few weeks. 2 or 3 weeks, not a huge one, but yeah, that would be season 1 of Mano a Mano, which works quite well. So yeah, guys, it's a good point to put a pin in it as well, Omi. So guys, thank you so much for joining us. What an amazing evening, Karen. Wouldn't you agree? 2 massive raids, a bunch of followers, a couple of new subscribes. Guys, it's been an absolute crazy good evening, plus a very good fight.
I only screwed up the order of two times.
Like that is the hardest thing to run in combats as well.
If I'd been sensible, I would have grouped the 3 just
definitely
sailors together, and then kept the 3 ones that had different kind of.
Basically, yeah, that's the way I tend to approach it. Is everybody with a different dexterity, everybody with the same dex, I group
goes together. Yeah, because there's the wizard, the bosun, and the captain, who obviously had specific abilities and kind of weaponry, and then the others were just bandits.
Yeah.
So yeah, doing it again, I would have just grouped those 3 together and not bothered giving them their own initiative, because it just confused the crap out of me. And I had them I was differentiating them by where they were on the boat. Yeah. But then obviously they moved. Yeah. So the poop bandit was now no longer on the poop deck. So I was trying not to get him mixed up with the main deck bandit and the forecastle bandit. So. And yes, Puppy.
Puppy. This is Puppy. Puppy is being loud and irritating.
Yes, the neighbours are doing things and must be shouted.
They're probably not doing anything.
They're probably not doing anything.
Just an irritating dog, aren't you? Yes. So we should talk about favourite moments. And chat, if you've got any favourite moments as well, please chuck them up. We'd love to hear what you think. So many people doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so many dice rolls in chat. For some puppy magic, where it appears on the other camera. Now for some puppy magic, where it appears on the other camera. Oh no, she's now perching on my lap. Ratness, enough said. Omi, yes, Ratness.
Oh my god, Ratness was just
MVP. A 7 hit point CR 1/8 giant
she just
rat.
kept coming up in the turn order when the people she were attacking were like
Yeah.
really like only had a few hit points left. So really they just needed her to hit.
It was just a finisher, yeah.
Yeah. So she didn't do any major damage to anyone. She just got in really good timing and just.
You got a couple of 7 damages. Like, I would have thought, like, but across the evening, she hit 3 times and it just killed with every blow. Was it 3 or 4?
That she didn't really get to attack and then have people defend themselves from her because she kept attacking people that were about to die.
Yeah.
So no one really got a chance to take Ratnus out because she took them out.
Bear in mind, she also has pack tactics, which gives her advantage. So she has a much higher likelihood of hitting than normal. She was definitely had an advantage over the other NPCs because she was getting advantage where nobody else was, and she has the same to hit modifier as they do. She's adding +5 to her attacks, and she has bonus. She has advantage. As we get higher levels, she probably won't be that useful, but currently, yeah.
Ratnus knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, I'm really glad we named her.
The look on your face every time I said, "How does Ratnus do?"
Yes. So let's talk our favorite moments. And I'm the player, so I have to go first. My favorite me moment was a tactics moment of diving off into the water to break the connection with the lightning.
That was very clever.
Though I was also very proud of Misty stepping up onto the deck behind the guy and stabbing him.
Yeah, you guys really did well in terms of kind of. It really went in your favor, and there were several things that could have made it go against you, and your just approach just worked well.
Also, getting missed 4 times in a row, yeah. If I'd taken a couple more hits, Beryl would have been down. Like, she had 11 hit points left at the end. Yeah, favorite me moment?
Ooh. God, I can't remember anything you did with the entire thing now.
How about the locking Bjorn up? That just occurred to me as well.
That was quite fun, yes.
Because I've enforced it a lot more strictly now in my own games. I am now careful about doing it. Favorite moment: the addition of the character formerly known as Mr. Bandit Giggle Snort Brown Pants.
Having Ratnus run up that dude's pant leg was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Just not that she lunges at him and bites him. No, she goes up inside his pants.
My favorite Karen moment was a nod to DM, good DM moment. Right decision, regardless of how irritated the player is, of not letting me have my way about the bat. Because, you gave me a chance when I made my case for it, but the dice just wasn't agreeing. No. So, yeah, you stuck to your guns rather than going, it's cooler this way. Because it's still cool either way. It's still funny either way. It was just frustrating for me. I was just like, I would have, that was the intention, but it doesn't necessarily do what it's supposed to. Yeah.
And you did make me roll to see who the bat attacked when I threw the bag as well.
Yeah.
But I ruled Garrett out. Garrett got taken off the bat plate. I love that the bat are throwing the bat back at Garrett, but the bat's full, so it's just no, I'm good.
I was I foresaw this and made note of how much damage it had done, so you don't get to do that to Garrett.
But the bat being thrown back and forth between different characters.
Yeeting a bat at someone, and the bat's ooh!
Keep calling it a bat. It's a sturge.
It's a sturge, yeah.
We keep throwing the sturge back and forth between people. That was good fun. I loved that the dice really wanted you guys to get on deck before you got busted.
Yeah.
Because the dude just kept failing his perception check to see that it wasn't his fucking crew.
It was a quite elaborately dressed dwarven bard in the boat, rather than who hasn't made any particular effort to hide her own identity.
Yeah, and like you and I roll and got the chat to roll to see whether they would be in shade or not, whether they're in the shadow of the boat or not. You weren't in the shadow, so I dropped the DC he needed to pass.
That was cool.
To spot it.
I have a couple of others.
Still
Yeah, no, I have a couple of others for that reason as well. I think you are now like you've gotten into your groove a little bit with your DMing, and now you're starting to like mod the rules on the fly in your head. Like, yes, she was grappled, and like technically you don't get advantage. It's I think it's restrained you get advantage on attacks against you. Grapple just means you can't move without breaking the grapple. I think the guy would have had advantage on attacking me.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
But like because of grapple. But yeah, that modification, and based on the fact that she was wet, and the lightning, I'm like, yeah, it all makes sense. And then the bilge pole, or the barge pole conducts it down, so the guy gets a bit of a shock as well. I'm like, yep, that makes sense. That tracks.
Yeah, because I'm like, he's literally holding onto you with a metal hook, like.
Yeah, no, tracks completely, and yeah,
electricity like will follow the path, like.
Yep. And the shade, and deciding whether or not you could see people. Yeah, I just think you're getting into it now a little bit, and this was obviously the first big combat you'd run as well.
Yeah.
And so some of it's just like, I've never tried that before.
My poor scrambled notes. I was trying to hard to keep track.
You will inevitably get more a less, and also you are having to operate a lot of allied NPCs as well. It's not often that complicated. Normally you are just operating the bad guys.
Give chat rolls to do without,
Yeah, but without
roll for everything.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think you did very well, because it is a bit of a monster, that one. But it was a good fight. I
didn't think it was that many people, and then we started doing it. I'm like, no, this
You're
is
like,
quite a lot of people.
this is actually quite a lot of people.
They got to keep track of where they are.
Yeah.
Who they're mad at.
But it wouldn't have been, like, it would have been a massive challenge. Like, Beryl and Garrett couldn't have done it on their own.
No, that was why I sent people with you. Because even though neither Yasin or Trinity were particularly...
Yeah, like Yasin took one guy out solo. No one else helped him with that guy. But then, and basically they drew a lot of fire as well.
Yeah.
Just the amount of damage that they took, Garrett and I would have died from taking.
Yeah.
On top of what we took.
Yeah. No, you would have struggled with just the two of you.
Although we might have done a bit better if Garrett had fucking hit.
He just didn't want to hit.
6 attacks, 1 hit.
Trinity was down to half hit points by the end.
And Yasin was out.
Yeah, Yasin lost all his hit points.
Yeah.
And yeah, Trinity was down to half health. So she could only have taken 1 or 2 more hits at most.
Dead Fox's favourite part was the nat 20 on the first try. Yeah, boy. Very appreciative of that. Alrighty, well, we should go away from here now.
You walked right into, like, I didn't even realise that I could have made a case for rolling twice on that lightning strike. And then I rolled a nat 20 on the second lightning.
Yeah. I didn't walk right into it. I just said that Omi had a point.
Yeah. I hadn't noticed you.
Well, I hadn't noticed either. Because, and in fairness, Omi wasn't technically correct. But then we started logicking it out, and we're going like, yeah, no, fair. And also at that point, Beryl was like, no, this fight's nearly over. I've got hit points to spare. Yes, if you're going to conduct it down into that guy, so we both take the damage, fuck it. Let's do that. Because I'm just...
I also enjoy having discovered the acid arrow, that even if you miss, still does damage.
Yeah, melts acid arrows.
Because it literally sprays acid as it passes you. So even if it doesn't hit you, you still... Because that's what knocked Yasin out, was like, I missed the shot.
But yeah, we got 3 4s and 2 1s. 14 damage on 5d4s is a lot. So yeah, that was interesting.
So I'm going to put a pin in that one. That's a neat
it's
little
a good one.
spell.
Toledano. It was our most recent follower. So we have a few options for a raid. The Eldritch Scribe are still streaming, and I do like to chuck them a raid. Vicky is another option, as is Mendari.
Eldritch Scribe usually go to Mendari when they're finished. So
well, let's drop it on the Eldritch Scribe then, because they're actually doing D&D, and Mendari isn't actually playing D&D. Mendari is talking D&D, they are playing, and I think our people deserve more players. So, first of all, we need to talk about who we are. We will be back, yes.
The last little bit of our adventure.
8:30 AWST for a little bit more mano a mano to wrap the story up. Karen, who the absolute heck are you?
I'm Karen, also the mother of bunnies. I am a performer, a writer, internet addict.
This is true, can confirm.
Help run Courses Cope. I'm also here on Thursday nights, 8 p.m. AWST, to play Kesh in our Humblewood campaign. You can also follow me on Twitter at Mother O Bunnies, because it won't let me have Mother of Bunnies for some reason. Grr. I'm Miss Lolamore on Instagram. That's my Fathy Bella Sculptor ego. You can also listen to me on the D&D podcast, There Be Dragons. You can follow the link in chat, or just search it up in your preferred podcasting medium.
Excellent. And Madame and Monsieur Dame under Heron and Beings of Indeterminate Gender and Persuasion, I have been Josh the Pirate this evening. You can find me here on my channel, Corsair's Cove, where we play D&D, but you've done that. Well done. Keep doing it. We will be back tomorrow night, Wednesday night, Thursday night. Yeah, there's quite a bit this week, and next week we will be doing exactly the same fucking thing again. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. D&D 4 nights in a row. 2 weeks in a row. You are very welcome. We will be having the Flocks and Fire crew back on Monday night. It is a lot, Jim's Workshop. Tomorrow night...
need sleep.
Castellan will be joining me for Tactics Tuesday, and we will be discussing Monster of the Week. Castellan is the DM of the There Be Dragons podcast. He is also a good supporter in chat as well, which is really cool, exciting. Wednesday night we will be back a little bit later to finish off Mano a Mano, to finish off the season, the first season, and probably level Beryl up, because I think she's earned it, and Garrett maybe as well. Garrett, I think, probably just gets his full level of Rune Knight. Thursday night...
Just going to plant a teensy-weensy little sneaky seed. Oceanus has the potential to become a traveling companion.
As well. Interesting.
If not given other options, he will make his way back to his home. But
sure.
You can, if you are interested.
Noted. Beryl gathers together a party of NPCs around herself. Quick, meet Shield 1, meet Shield 2. Yes. Then Thursday night we will have more Humblewood of Monsters and Magic. We will find out how Eric rationalizes throwing loads of people into a pit of tar. It was monstrous. What's even better is that we have submitted that episode to a film festival for the live stream portion segment, because we thought it was a really good app. It was, but it was monstrous. Say goodbye to Garrett.
There's an award for surprising moment by a player.
And we think Brendan might be up for that one.
Yeah, for suddenly starting pushing people into a pit of tar. I just keep flashing to the llamas with hats. Yes. Where it's like you pushed him into a giant fan.
He was a liar and a scoundrel.
He was trying to stop you pushing other people into a giant fan. It's like, you pushed him into a pit of tar.
Because he was trying to stop you from pushing someone else into a pit of tar. Oh dear.
Yes, Eric, that kills people.
Oh, hey, I did not know that.
Well, when you crave tar. We're showing our age. Rampage.
And then we will be back Monday night for, yes, Monsters and Magic crew, the Flux and Fire crew are joining us here, taking over the Mano a Mano slot for the next little while. The next special two-shot was going to start tonight, but AJ had to go to the hospital with a friend of hers. The friend is not very well. Totally legitimate, completely fair, and we got to do this instead, which is absolutely fine. But yes, we will have them at 7 p.m. AWST next Monday night for a two-shot called of Cinders and Souls. And we are resolving the whole Helvig is currently stuck in Jude's hand and mind pillow fort situation. The pillow fort of the soul, the soul pillow fort of solitude, or something like that. I'm not sure what they're calling it. And then yes, Tactics Tuesday back again next week with Brendan from Monsters and Magic, and he and I will be looking at Last Shooting, a 1v1 mech battler RPG game, which we're thinking maybe we can mod to make work for the BattleTech setting, because the BattleTech RPG is impenetrable as all fuck. Then yeah, Wednesday night we will be having a Humblewood one-shot with a brand new crew. Roro from chat, who some of you may recognize from chat, will be joining us. Mitch Earnshaw will be back as a new Humblewood character for that one. Jack O'Brien from Roll for Damage and Swag from Phoenixy Wacky are also coming along to play for that one. John isn't happy because their home game that they don't televise, Swag is having to miss to come and play that. He forgot. And I felt really bad. But John was like, no, that's fine. Swag was like, I'm sorry, I was just such a slut. And yeah, then more Monsters and Magic on Thursday night. So 2 big weeks here on Corsair's Cove, coupled with the fact that we have just reached 300 followers. It's everything's happening. We're excited. We're having a great time. It's okay. Phoenix beat us. He can deal. Yeah, he can.
You won the race. We took the swag.
Yeah, we took the swag. Swag is such a great guy to play with as well. He's such a lovely guy. I had great fun playing with him on Friday night. Yes, we did. We had a lovely time. Yes. Well, we should go away from here now, but there's one more thing we do need to talk about. Karen, tell me about Ukraine.
Ukraine. It's having a problem with all the Russians that are in it that aren't supposed to be there.
Migration issue.
Yeah, but with more guns and explosions. And understandably, a lot of Ukrainians have noped the hell out of that situation, which is very fair and reasonable.
Tanks.
But obviously that leaves you with a number of issues that you have to kind of deal with, like where you're going to eat, where you're going to sleep, where you're going to get medical care. And the link in chat is for the Emergency Action Appeal, which is a group of charities that have banded together to combine their resources to help as many Ukrainian refugees as possible. They have raised, we need to update it, they have raised over $4 million so far, including $2 million from the Australian government to help the 11 million plus refugees so far from the Ukraine-Russian conflict, which is a terrifyingly large number of people. I'm pretty sure that
it feels great. Like, it sounds like a lot of money until you realize that it's less than $1
it has to be split
per
between.
person. You know, it's like
so
we can help a few thousand with that amount of money.
So if you have any spare pennies rattling around your digital wallet, feel free to flick it their way.
Wow.
Hopefully we can do some good in a truly shitty situation.
Yeah. Yeah, Dead Fox, exactly right. There's a lot of problems there. It feels like Vladimir is, because I believe Vladimir's not very well.
Well, this is the rumor that he's dying and doesn't care.
And is just sort of lashing out because he's not...
KGB are going to be on our backs now, Josh.
Look, they already are.
They already are. We have a Russian on our channel. We're screwed.
Yeah. Yes. Well, guys, we should go away from here and raid, if they're still alive, the Eldritch Scribe. Looks like they are, so we'll chuck them a raid. Guys, throw your favorite raid emotes up in chat. Tell the Eldritch Scribe where you came from. Des and Daria are over there. Daria is the Russian in question.
She's lovely.
And she's a
ask
sweetheart.
her about the tar pit and watch her face.
Ask her about the tar pit. Yeah, like when you get there, say, tar pit, there was more tar pits and sex cult. There was a sex cult, yes. So we will go and drop that raid on them. So yes, thank you so much for joining us, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure. We've had a blast, and we'll go away from here now. So Karen, say goodbye.
Bye, everybody. Have a lovely night.